a fine, fine day. Sunday. Sunday.
Good morning, Gearheads! Normally, we would mention how many days until football season begins right here, but we at HACKRIDE Studios listen. And when we listen, we hear. And we've heard Blind Mike. No more football. Cause guess who's back? That's right, Blind Mike is back. Live. And there is much rejoicing. Go to blindmike.net for all of Mike's travel blogs from his latest tour. And check out all the new Why Are You Laughings, like the new Bill Burr one. On today's broadcast, Dave Smith goes to war. Never forget. Brendan Schaub is in the midst of multiple crash outs. No trucks were involved. Theo Vaughn is pop culture now. Donald Trump comments on his old buddy Hopalong Howie Stern. And finally, we check in on the leper from Minnesota, aka the St. Cloud Skin Tag, aka the Polycule Panhandler, and our collective messiah, the Goal. All of this and more, and as promised, no football talk. Promises made, promises kept. Now here's your host, the future leader of the liberal wing of Democratic Party and Bill Burr's most ardent defender, Blind Mike Geary. Yayo.
All right.
That was
Hello,
fun.
folks. Well, I enjoyed it. Can I start the program by giving Casey Day credit for something that I don't think he gets enough credit for?
No, we don't do that.
I was sending Casey a link last night, and I was like, old man's probably already in bed. And then I realized it was like 6:30 his time. And I was like, I forget, he wakes up so early to do the show every week. I forgot. I always forget you're in California. So thank you, Casey. Everyone thank Casey Day.
Yeah, and Electra. We both are California here, but we both have cats, so we understand we never sleep. Yeah.
Electra just shows up for the love of the game. No one, she's just here. I never even know if she's going to be here or not, and then she pops in. So thank you, Electra.
Hi.
We can put polls up in the YouTube chat, right?
Yes, we can.
I'm curious what the people think, because everyone bitched about Flop University last week, and then I see they're winning the poll on Twitter of who should fill in next time. Let's get that in there, because I'm curious what the people think. David Collins, HACKRIDE Studios, VGS. VGS is in disarray right now. I don't even know what they are anymore.
I think you needed to put Kragers by that so people knew what that was. I think people don't.
That's
it
fair.
hasn't been around, so they don't know what that is.
That's a fair point.
I took a gut punch on that, but my God, Kragers took it.
Well, I said you'll never win because you want it too badly. You know?
Well, no. Well, I think you need to look at my strategy. I say I want it badly, and then you don't give it to me, and I get to sleep in. So
that's fair. That's a good point. Shout out to David Collins, who I guess did. You guys said a funny episode. I have not. I did check in on it, and I turned it off because I'm a little sick of this guy saying I've been mean to him. I gave him my channel every week. He could do whatever he wanted. I had him on to promote. Say he could have done whatever he wanted here. So I think I've always been supportive of David Collins. He doesn't seem to agree, but. I'll say again, go check out David Collins' 30-minute, half-hour, what is the live version called?
Drive time.
Drive time David Collins, I'm sorry, yes.
Mike, your love is like a big, shiny light that once it goes off you feel cold and you need it again. And so I understand Dave Collins is.
I like David very much. I think he's a funny guy. I just don't know why he seems to dislike me. I feel like I've been good to him, but
can I say I'm leading with I'm leading in that poll with people without mustaches, which is nice. I am mustacheless, and I can't see.
Interesting.
Maybe if I grew one, you'd like me more.
And another, I guess, go watch a man who's live right now. My friend turned competitor, Tukey.
Don't go watch.
Doesn't he know I own this time? What the hell's he doing?
There's a lawsuit filed.
Yes, Tukey is talking about this big lawsuit that I guess should be taken seriously now.
Well, only in the sense that you need to pay someone to actually take it seriously because we have systems set up for that. But in your mind, you don't need to take it seriously.
Carl and Shuley finally getting their comeuppance, long overdue. So, by the way, I don't know why just Carl and Shuley are getting sued.
Yeah, you got left
if
out
everyone is talked about, if you don't know what we're talking about, go watch Tukey right now. Like, comment, subscribe. Go watch Tukey if you're interested in that. Come back here later. How's that sound? But Tukey is talking about Stuttering John has sued Carl and Shuley. I guess it's official now. And Tukey is live breaking that down, an emergency broadcast. So go check that out. Maybe we'll get into it at the end if we have time, but we've got a lot to discuss today. But why would it just be Carl and Shuley if other people like us have talked about John? I'm not saying I want to be involved, but like why, you know what I mean? Like, couldn't that technically be anyone that has talked about John?
This specifically made it about DabbleCon 2 and the Dabble House era.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's very specific. Yeah,
okay.
and there is a whole section on couch cushions. So I'm telling you, it is. The lawyer who wrote this had to have fucking been laughing when he wrote this, because this reads like a mockumentary. This reads like Spinal Tap doing the Dabbleverse.
Okay, well, go watch. I'm sure Tukey. I'm assuming Cardiff is on there right now.
I'm sure he is. I saw his name was coming up. Yeah,
go watch Tukey and Cardiff break that down. I'm sure they're doing a terrific job. And then come back here when you're done, if you'd like. But we've got a lot to get into today. So let me tell you to go to blindmike.net. That's where all my links are. If you want to become a member on Patreon or YouTube, I think I'm doing an episode. I'm trying to be better at this, because a lot of times with a Why You Laughing episode, I'm like, maybe it's too topical right now, and then people end up liking it. Or like Sam Hyde and Tim Heidecker, I was like, maybe I don't know enough about it, and then it ends up being fun to do. So I'm trying to be better at that, which is why this week I'm doing an episode centered around Maron and Joe Rogan, their first meeting on WTF, like 13 years ago or something. So maybe 10, I forget exactly, but Rogan was on WTF, and they talk about a lot of the problems they're still having now. The beef that Maron pretends is like this cultural shift. It's been his problem with Rogan for decades. So it's very interesting to go back in time and hear that conversation. So I think that's the Why Are You Laughing we're going to do this week, and it'll be up for members later in the week, assuming Craig... if I text Craig, he's put me on the pay no mind list recently. I'd say, hey, buddy, what do you say? You want to do an episode? I think he's blocked me. He doesn't even respond.
No. New puss does things to you, Mike. New puss.
So hopefully Craig gets back to me on that. That'd be swell. And
how fast do I return your calls, Mike? I'm pretty eager, huh? You never get the job. So you don't call that guy for the job. The guy that calls, no, don't give him the job.
He wants it too badly.
Moves those bricks too fast. Gets the job done too quick. This guy's making us all look bad.
But when we do episodes of Why Are You Laughing, you can get them at blindmike.net. All the links are there for this program as well. And Who Are These Socials? Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Check that out. Like, subscribe, comment. It helps more people find the show. And if you want to support us even further, become a member. And you get early access and bonus content. We appreciate you guys. And go to HackRideStudios.com for these two. They're doing a show after this, I presume, right?
That's right. We have our 200th call with Eric the actor. We're celebrating today. Yeah,
very exciting.
We're insane.
So go watch that after this program. But we got business to get into. Let's start with a little gossip. There's a little gossip in the comedy community that I just stumbled upon yesterday that I found interesting. Kim CONGDON was on The Bonfire, and she was spilling some tea, baby. She was talking about something I find very interesting, and I'm kind of glad she is exposing this. I think maybe more people should do this type of stuff. If you're like Maron and you're bitter and angry about something, talk about something real. Don't pretend there's some greater reason to it. Be real about it, and people will get behind you, because the internet has figured out who Kim is talking about, and her comment section is really something now. So let's hear what Kim said with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
This is the setup.
Yeah, so I think they were actually talking about Brendan Schaub a little, who we'll get to later. And then Kim has another topic that's pretty juicy.
Yeah, let's
Podcast
spend the
recap
rest
shit.
of the show calling out people for being dicks, dude.
Let's do it.
All right,
Let's
let me
do
pull
it.
out my
Who's
list.
next?
You know what? No, I shouldn't.
Damn.
Go ahead, do it.
No,
Do it. I'll do one. I'll do one if you do one.
I can't say a name.
I'll do one if
But
you
I
do
will
one.
say there is a comedian
Mm-hmm.
who I wrote for
Okay.
who stole like $10,000.
Rich
from me.
Voss.
There it is. Mystery solved.
I mean, emotionally, yeah,
Get
around him.
So immediately everyone thinks of every female, Amy Schumer, Nikki Glaser. I think those names even come up later. And Kim says, no, it's someone less deserving. $10,000 is a sum of money you should be seeking. Like we were just talking about Stuttering John's lawsuit. $10,000 is a reasonable sum of money to be going after. Like that's an actual payday that Kim deserves. So let's see who stiffed her here. She makes it pretty obvious.
She plays the guessing game, Mike.
Yeah.
Yep, but I did get robbed.
$10,000. Now, robbery in being unpaid.
Unpaid after agreeing to a payment, and then afterwards I asked for the payment and they were like, nah. And then I was like, can I have it again? And then this person who is, everyone knows here,
Famous?
shouldn't be, but is.
So I will say, like, when I say the name, there's a chance you're like, who?
Mhm.
Like she says famous. I think famous in the comedy world. I don't know, Casey, if you'll know the name when I say it. It's not a household name, but I will admit it's someone I like. Her special was awful, and I said this at the time. It wasn't even her fault. This person. I'll give the name.
G.D. Fenderson.
I'll give the name in a second. But it was one of those. I say one of those. I don't know how many are like this, but it was a girls' special for girls, I guess. And the reason I say for girls is because she would deliver a punchline, and the crowd did not laugh. They went woo. They screamed woo at every punchline. Once you notice it, it's exhausting. So I it's very interesting, but let Kim continue. See if you guys put in the chat your guesses. Who do you think it is? And we'll see if you can get it.
Undeservingly famous.
Five guys just shot in my head.
She
Oh!
she
I had a feeling she.
refused to pay me my money and then added into the email an attorney who threatened to tell Netflix that I was difficult to work with if I came after the rest of my payment.
Oof.
Wow, so it's a girl?
Everyone's-
famous?
I'll write it down.
Does anyone
I
have?
wanna-
Does anyone know who it is yet in the chat?
I'm seeing Lucy Tightbox. I'm seeing
right.
Sarah Silverman.
No, not that famous.
Ellen DeGeneres.
No.
Hannah Berner.
Yep. Who said that?
Not funny.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
It's Hannah Berner who
Who?
she was on Are You Garbage, and like I kind of liked her. I'll admit. Like she won me over, but I guess I've heard a lot of bad story. I think she used to date Dan Soder, and Soder has alluded that she's a fucking nightmare. So I think her persona might just be fake, and she gypped Kim $10,000, which is fucking crazy when you hear Kim tell this story. Where I believe Hannah Berner was on the roast of the year that Netflix did. Marill and Normand were on it, and they talked about what a disaster it was. If you watch the final product, it seems like fine, like it came out fine. But I guess live, it was a bomb fest. So Hannah Berner was on that, and the jokes she delivered. Well, Kim will describe it. Let's continue.
I want to guess. I want to guess with writing down. It's going to drive people nuts.
Okay, do you want to guess what
I
writing
Wait,
I
down?
wanna
no,
guess.
I'm going to write 3 names,
Okay.
and you tell me if it's one of them.
Okay.
Okay, 'cause I only have 2 in my mind right this second, but you're going to have the same ones, Bobby, I
Yeah.
think.
Let me
Here, do
show
you
me,
need a
show me,
pen?
show me, show me. No, we're probably going to have the same people.
We are.
Jay's
The other one-
just saving me from...
Write 3 and it'll be fun. I'll go, yeah, it's one of the 3.
Let me see.
No.
Really?
No.
Really?
Wow.
More undeserving of fame.
Oh, I know who... I
Don't say that. This bitch
Write
got
it.
attorneys.
Ooh, can I tell you guys?
No.
Let me tell. Who'd you write, Bobby? Okay. Well, you're not supposed to say it.
I
is the
whispered
idea.
it. I fucked up, dude.
But it's not her. It's
But let me
not
say
mine.
that.
My
Let me tell the
brain
people
doesn't work
listening.
like that.
But let me, for the sake of people playing along at home,
My brain just says what it says.
if it's for the people playing along at home,
Yeah.
it's not in the top 3 people most people are thinking. I'd say then.
No, it's
because
not.
because that's the 3 names I wrote down that made
I'll give
sense.
you a hint.
But you
It's-
can't say the 3 names you wrote down because it's not. You can't say it.
No. Nope.
No. Okay.
I'm just saying, if at home, if people are in their mind going like, "I've got it," you don't got it because it's
I don't
not
mind if
these
you say the
3.
names. It's not.
I know who it is.
Okay.
I don't
Which
give a
is
fuck.
kind
So
of
here's-
crazy, by the way. Like, if it's Amy Schumer, when you hear the power this Hannah Berner wields, you would think it would have to be Schumer, Sarah Silverman, Nikki Glaser, like maybe Whitney Cummings would be. Hannah Berner went after Kim like in a "I'll ruin your career, you'll never work in this town again" sort of a way, which Kim will explain to you. It's kind of crazy.
Or at least for Netflix. Not
Yeah.
that part of town.
Here's my guess. These guesses we've thrown so far. Whitney, no.
Nope.
Nikki,
I don't know her name.
No.
But is
Amy,
Is
no.
she? No.
Nope.
I don't know her name.
More undeserved.
Mike, does it say something about your profession that you can make lists of people that took $10,000 from you? And everyone's like, yep,
Screwed someone over.
yeah, it could be him too. Yeah, just a monster, that one.
Well, this is what I like that Kim is kind of indulging this shit talk because comedians do it all the time. And then when we do it, and by we, I mean Podcast Cringe or Too Lazy to Try, like the really big channels that are shit talkers, comedians will get on podcasts and be like, oh, it's so gross that these people hate on people they don't really know. It's like, well, you guys do it too. You know, you love that. We all love a little gossip. It's fun. Look at how much joy they're having. they're experiencing playing this guessing game. Ooh, did Whitney screw you out of $10,000? It's pure ecstasy.
We never leave high school, Mike. We never
Yeah.
do. We think we do. We get to graduate. We walk across the stage, but we never leave.
Deserving.
Oh, this is
Think
gonna,
of someone who doesn't deserve
Ooh.
anything.
Oh, I don't want to write this one
Wow.
down. We're on camera.
Why? Oh.
Oh, we're on camera.
Yeah, we're on camera.
Live? Live?
No.
No. We can edit it out. He can blur it.
You could blur it, right? Nice.
Oh, we're putting this in.
No, we're definitely making this the clip.
That's what she said.
No.
Okay.
But she's
No, no,
not
no.
on. She's on the other one.
Literally think of someone who's never had one joke and is famous.
Fuck.
And gets regular spots in the city.
No, Bobby.
And,
Bobby guessed that already.
And blew up quickly and has been connected to some of our friends.
Oh,
our
I know
very
it
close
is.
friends.
I know it is.
Yes.
I know
yes.
it is.
Yes.
I see you writing it, and yes, Jay, I'm
Yeah.
seeing the letters.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that.
How wild is that Hannah Berner thinks she's at the level to be like, I'll ruin your career if you ask for the money that I promised you.
Yeah, it's a good strategy to keep an extra 10 grand, Mike. I'm locking this one.
Well, that's the
down.
thing is
I like this one.
over an amount of money that's probably, it's probably not that significant to Hannah Berner, I imagine at this point. Like, I think she does pretty well.
Well, it's also reputational damage. Whatever that 10,000 is worth, this is the first time I'm hearing your name as a contract breaker, so that's not good for your rep. You know.
It just, I'm the only reason I'm like kind of glad this is happening is because her special annoyed me so much that every punchline was woos instead of laughs. Again, I don't even know if I can blame her for that, but boy, was it do yourself a favor. Go watch Hannah Berner's Netflix special. It's exhausting. Once you notice that woo thing, it wears you out. It's crazy to watch.
Are they like? Is it a women empowerment woo? Yeah, girl, go, girl. Yeah,
Not
tell
even
them
that.
like
It's like y'all go to the supermarket and everyone goes woo, and then she's like, you know when you're at the supermarket and you're cashing out and everyone's like woo. It's not even like a you go girl thing. It's just like they don't know they're supposed to laugh at a comedy show because it's not a comedy audience.
Yes, and thank you for all those woos. I will be clipping them.
Okay.
The next one here is called "Getting Money."
Yeah, so Kim's like, I think realizing like maybe I should go after this.
With a lawyer after agreeing to the payment in email. I could have literally gone after her and I
You-
just let it go.
You
And I might still bitch.
If it's an email,
you still
It's
see
an
it-
email.
you
Could I
see her
still
around.
chase it?
I think you should. If you have
Absolutely.
if you have like an email record of being promised a fee.
Yeah, I did.
Christine is the lawyer of the show, by the way, just so you know.
You know what?
Anything happens on the bonfire, we go to Christine.
I'm coming after you, you little cunt.
So you have it in.
Can I say that?
Yes.
Okay.
You have it in an email
fucking
for the
cunt.
money from her or from her people.
I have it from her.
Wow. There you go.
And was it for the thing like that?
Yeah.
That thing?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. That thing.
Yeah,
And
right.
and the reason why she didn't want to pay me is because she wouldn't listen to me on how to actually say them, and you saw how it went.
Yeah.
And everybody was
oofa.
having a real hard time.
So she used them, but
She used them.
but it didn't work, so she blamed you.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I'm not gonna. Oh.
And I'm like, they were good when I was saying them.
It is wild.
It's almost like they booked the wrong person for it.
I like Kim's bitterness in this clip. It's very subtle, but I think it's coming through.
The run is over, Mike.
Yeah, so like I don't know how long. Like I said, Hannah Berner is not a household name, so I think they're kind of saying like people are getting tired of her already, which is interesting.
For next summer.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to start speaking on it more.
Are you gonna? You're done.
I think I'm done holding it in. I was very cool about it. I let it go for some reason. I must have been in a weird ovulation phase or something.
Do you think it was going to affect your career at all? Are you worried about it affecting your future work?
At that moment when it was happening, I was so busy that I was like, I don't even have time to deal with this.
Is it still popping off for this chick? Because I got to be honest, I don't hear the name at all anymore. But maybe I just
think
don't
that
know what
might
she's
have
doing.
been it.
That was kind of the run.
Yeah.
Because the special was rough.
It was special.
It was rough.
It was special, all
It was
right.
pretty crazy. That was the one that I told you about. It's like the every punchline is like it's like she like dances like the
And I
last
said,
words.
girls,
Yeah, yeah.
are we all syncing our periods?
Yeah. Then she'll be like, she goes, "Do you have money to take me to dinner?" It's like stomp walks. It was
Sells out a
bizarre.
theater.
It was. I mean, it was wild.
It's actually some of the most undeserving shit. And I'll say this about that same girl. I worked with her, and I shouldn't have because I've already heard horrible things about the person she is.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's
Some of the nicest people I've ever met in my life have said she's a horrible person.
At this point, it means nothing.
Ryan Hamilton?
Everyone
said she's a bad person.
Which feels like Soder, I'm assuming. Well, I did see one funny comment when I was looking through this. Like before looking at the comments, my immediate thought was Hannah Berner. And then if you look at the comments, everyone's saying Hannah Berner. And then I saw a very funny one that was like, boy, I really hope this is Hannah Berner because she is getting dragged. If it's not her, that's terrible. Even like when we put this out as a clip tomorrow, it'll probably be, did Hannah Berner ripped Kim Congdon off? So like, I kind of hope it's Hannah Berner. Otherwise, this poor girl is getting dragged. And a lot of people are being very insulting to her special for no reason. But it seems like it's clearly her.
The special sounds amazing, Mike.
You gotta go watch. Go watch.
Yeah.
The only reason I've never done anything with it is because Netflix is very strict about that stuff. Like it'll probably get taken down, but it's crazy. It's like it's a blow to the head. Once you're hearing I'm not even saying like for a female audience, like maybe those jokes work. Like I guess she was on Summer House or something, Hannah Berner, so she comes from reality TV. Maybe with that crowd, like the jokes are relatable. I'm not even criticizing the jokes. I'm saying it's wild to watch. It's like a different life form where you're supposed to be watching a comedy show and there are no laughs, but there are noises. It's the craziest thing.
Well, you need noises if you're doing a comedy. It's just that silence is death. So give me noises over silence.
That is Casey's motto. That's why we have some wild sound at the end of every clip.
That's right.
There was one of those in the car, by the way. I thought of you when Gus was sounding that horn in the car.
I missed that part of it. But I do see the micro stress on your face when I am thought of. I know what that look looks like now. But Mike, you know what time it is.
Yay, super chats.
We got some super chats.
I forgot about that.
What are you talking about, silly
Speaking of
sounds?
noises.
Electra, let's start with Don Fried Chicken.
Dawn Fried Chicken for $4.99. I'm doing some back-to-school shopping, and Craig says he needs condoms and birth control. Call me old school, but I don't think kids need those.
It's weird that Craig is always going to Don Fried Chicken about that. What is it about your guys' relationship that he feels so comfortable with this stuff?
Uh-oh.
Strange.
Spare coin for $4.99. I like Bobby Costa, but the entitlement he showed on KMS is truly wild.
Yeah, I guess it's like a 24-year-old. Maybe people are giving him too much empathy because he's young, or maybe they're being too hard on him because he's young. But I do think that plays a part where it's like, I just don't know that it was a mature decision that he made, particularly if he wants to be in podcasting. I think it is kind of wild to tell a big podcast like that, nah, I'm good. I think that's kind of crazy. Maybe he'll regret it. I don't know him well enough to speak on his thought process, but
Yeah, I mean, take it from me. You slowly build your empire while you eat shit from podcasters above you. That's the formula. That's how it works, baby.
Exactly
and we've all done it. Mike was there too. We've all been there.
Sure.
So you can't skip a part. You got to do all the parts.
Yeah, like I don't know how many podcasts of that size are going to be like, "Hey, Bobby, do you want to be a part of this?" So it is kind of wild that he turned it down. I think he had good intentions. I think he was saying maybe I'm more fit. Maybe he's more fit to do like what I do on the show as opposed to produce. But I don't know.
Get in the room. That's my philosophy.
Exactly.
And show them you're weird, and they don't want to kick you out because they're scared what you'll do. Right, Mike? They're scared.
That's a fair analysis. Yes.
GSDLMJ $2. Please make Mike's woo a drop.
It's coming.
It's not very good. It's not a good woo, is it? I don't have the pitch for it.
That's why I went back. Got a few more just in case. Oh, look, we got a superstar in the chat.
Ooh.
Tom Myers is a gearhead.
Tommy!
He gifted one Blind Mike Project membership.
Oh, he's paying it forward. Thank you, Tom. You're a generous man. Speaking of big guests that we've had on the show, that clip reminded me. When's Big J coming on the show?
Soon as they get
when's that very real booking happening?
It's 100% real. I swear on my dead father and cats. But
he just went live for the first time on his YouTube channel last week, and he had like
ripping us off. Yeah.
3,500 in chat. And I posted, I said, "When are you coming on the Blind Mike Project?" And he ignored me completely.
I thought he was a big fan. Casey told me what a big fan he was of the show.
There was a change. Something happened. They loved us, and then it's like, let's circle back around. The exact wording was, let's circle back around to this later. And then I keep sending him clips.
There's a chance. The reality is, I assume Casey's just lying about this.
No.
Let's pretend it's real. I wonder if they thought I was the other Blind Mike.
Maybe
even it's been in his circle. They don't think I exist.
That would be horrible.
It's gotten cold. The response has gotten cold over there because I keep sending clips of you shitting on me over it. Be like, guys, a little help here, and they just leave me out in the cold off this branch. So
I'm
sure
it all really happened.
I'll make sure I'll reach out again. But thank you, Tom Myers, for your
thank you, Tom.
gift is up. That's all you can do is one on that announcer salary. Come on, man. What kind of fan are you? Get that up, Tom. We want to see a bigger commitment from you.
And we got one from Saucepan for $1.99. Mike, the cartoons are
motherfucker.
wearing football helmets, by the way.
I hate you, Saucepan. I hate you.
Yeah, Saucepan.
What an
Tattletale.
gearheads. What an asshole this Saucepan is, right? $1.99 ruined the gag. No football at all today.
That's not going to look ridiculous at all when someone clicks on this video to be like, "Oh, what did Kim Congdon say?" Oh, they're wearing football helmets. The cartoons are wearing football helmets.
15 days till football, Mike. I said it.
That is a lot to do with the show. It really helps the show. That's a good.
But if they know the show, then they smirk it. They don't get it. They breathe through their nose a little more. It's worth one nose breath.
I'm sure they're cracking up.
Skodex. All right, Mike, where would you like to go next? A little Trump?
Let's talk about Howard real quick. I just figured I kind of use this. I don't really care about the Trump clip itself, but I'm using it just to talk about Stern in general because I am very interested in the story while also not being shocked. I saw a lot of people like, what? Howard's going to leave Sirius? First of all, we don't know that it's happening, which does make this clip wild. There's part of this Trump clip that I haven't seen enough people pay attention to. It's crazy how bad the media is. Like journalism is such dog shit when you watch this. Just the way they talk confidently about things they know literally nothing about. But Stern, to the best of our knowledge, still is not. There's no announcement, right, that he's leaving Sirius.
No, none. And he actually came on his show and disputed it. And then the next day, today, there's an article about how the staff is preparing to leave and saving all the good bits.
But he didn't even dispute it. He just did a show to be like, I exist, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Get
the
some
weird.
rub.
The weird thing about Howard is this rumor is everywhere. It's getting published everywhere. And Howard used to be the guy. What made Howard interesting is he was a guy that would turn on his microphone and talk about all the things he wasn't supposed to talk about. You know what I mean? Like if the company didn't want him to address whether or not he's going to resign, that's what he would start his show with and spend basically 4 hours on, was this rumor. But now he's a guy, he's more secretive than any mainstream broadcaster. Like now, because of Howard, even guys like Andy Cohen will be like, oh, did you hear the rumors about what's happening with Howard? Like Andy Cohen went on and talked about it on Sirius XM, and Howard won't address it. And that to me is ultimately the change. Like people will say he went woke, which is obviously true. Like if you heard his stuff during COVID, but Howard lost his audience way before this stuff. Like people will try and make it seem like, oh, because of Howard's politics, he lost his audience. The greatest example of why Howard lost his audience is that the what's it called? The Pelican Brief thing.
Yeah, that.
Where he's like, hey, go make fake Twitter accounts. We need Lady Gaga on the show. Make fake Twitter accounts and tell her how great the Howard Stern show is and why she needs to be on that. And I'll tell you the other thing that started to lose people. It wasn't this interaction in particular, but it was just this as an idea, as a concept. When he went after Ari Shaffir and was so completely out of touch, when this like cutting edge guy who had his finger on the pulse of everything happening in society, when you heard him say, hey, podcasting is a fad, what you need to do is cut your teeth in, a triple-digit market in Kentucky. Like, go do AM radio in Kentucky, and a bigger radio station will find you, and then work your way to a major market. Howard was saying this in, 2014. It was crazy. It's like, that's just not how the business is. And I think being so out of touch is what lost a lot of people too, and maybe that's why Howard changed who he was. Let's hear this Trump clip a little bit, and then we'll talk more about Howard. But listen to this journalist who is just standing up, spreading his cheeks, and talking directly out of his asshole. He doesn't know anything, and he's like, "Yes, Mr. President, it's official. He's left. It's wild."
Yeah, I've got an entertainment-based question for you. A few weeks ago, Stephen Colbert announced that he was leaving his show. Howard Stern announced that him and Sirius XM Radio are parting ways.
None of that is true. Howard didn't address it. It wasn't announced. It was in some gossip column out of the UK or something. And people just picked it up and ran with it. Now, is there truth to it? Because no one is denying it. Sirius XM, is it like they seem to be ignoring it, except for Andy Cohen, who addressed it. It's a weird way to go about it if there's no truth to it. But how dog shit is journalism? Listen to the way he phrased that question. Howard Stern announced he's leaving. And then, it's one of those things where, when the media reports on you, you realize how terrible they are, or something you know about. Is this how every question is framed to the president about, real issues? They're like, oh, yeah, Howard announced he's leaving or something. And I think Trump, that's what Trump is best at, is just being like, oh, all right, well, I'll answer the question the way you asked it, I guess.
Do you think the hate Trump business model that's been in the entertainment business is going out of business because it's not popular with the American people?
Well, it hasn't worked, and it hasn't worked really for a long time, and I would say pretty much from the beginning. Colbert has no talent. I mean, I could take anybody here. I could go outside on the beautiful streets and pick up a couple of people that do just as well or better. They get higher ratings than he did. He's got no talent. Fallon has no talent. Kimmel has no talent. They're next. They're going to be going. I hear they're going to be going.
So he's right about all of that. I mean, I guess they have some talent. Kimmel was very funny back in the day. Colbert did a good show. I wouldn't say they have no talent, but he is right in the sense that, the country has been like, guys, we got it. Trump is evil. We understand. We got the joke 10 years ago when you started doing them. The idea that they obsess in their monologue every night. Yes, the country has gotten really tired of that, and it shows in how many people are watching. But I don't think that's accurate about Stern.
But I would imagine because they get Colbert has better ratings than Kimmel or Fallon. You know that. Howard Stern is the name I haven't heard. I used to do a show, we used to have fun, but I haven't heard that name in a long time. What happened? He got terminated?
Yeah, they're going to separate ways.
Hold on. Yeah. Look at how bad journalists are. The guy goes, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't exist anymore.
God, the media is dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Offering salary-wise is real low than what he's getting.
You know when he went down?
Whatever you want.
You know when he went down? No, before. When he endorsed Hillary Clinton, he lost his audience. People said, give me a break. He went down when he endorsed Hillary Clinton.
Mr. President, have you personally started interviewing Fed candidates yet?
No. All right, so there's truth to that in that Howard disowned. Some people say half his audience. I think a bigger percentage than that. Where Howard appealed to like blue collar guys, and he basically did the same thing Hillary did, where he called them deplorables. Like Howard completely disowned his audience that he thrived off of for years, and pretended to be this man of the people. When he wanted to be accepted by Hollywood, he was basically like, "Fuck these ghouls." Like he just insulted, I think, the vast majority of his audience, well over half. But I don't think the Hillary thing is what started it. I really think it's the idea of that Pelican brief had much more to do with it. Not just that video, but as an idea, as a way of being. Like the Marcy Turk getting things done way of life. The idea that Artie was never on the show. Like Artie, they never had Artie back. Or they stopped having Gilbert Gottfried on, or all these people. That is fundamentally why. Like if Howard seemed kind of left-leaning, but was still true to what he was, I think he would have an audience. Now, the rumor is 125,000 people are listening to him now.
Yeah,
like he went from 120 million to 120,000 or something like that.
30 million, yeah.
I'll be honest. 125,000 per episode seems high to me. Like, that's still a good podcast. I don't hear a lot of people talk. Maybe it's just a totally different audience. Maybe it's soccer moms now or something. But I don't hear a lot of people going, "Oh, did you hear what was on Howard Stern this morning?" On a day-to-day. Like, if he has the fucking president on, people will talk about it. You know? But other than that, I don't hear people going, "Oh, man, did you hear Howard this morning?" Like, 125,000 an episode is a good-sized podcast. And I don't know that Howard is even doing those numbers, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, if you'll allow me, I have a few thoughts on this because I do a show on multiple Stern guests. We listen to old Stern all the time, so I'm heavily influenced by Stern. I love that era of Stern. And I don't think that Howard was an idiot and didn't see podcasts coming. I think that the whole woke thing from Stern, if you put a thing to my head and said you have to vote, I think it was more an act of self-preservation because the blackface, the N-words, the crazy shit that we forgot about that we catch.
That was smart. No one ever brings those up now. That's not the only tweets I saw when I looked up Howard Stern this week.
Yeah. And so, like, this whole turn and the Pelican brief, I think it was more of an act of self-preservation than like a creative turn. He does, at that point, so much money, I don't care about creative. I'm going to make sure they can't cancel me. I'm going to make myself uncancelable. I think that's what he tried to do.
I'll tell you why I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I don't know how much foresight he had with that because that started before people were. I mean, like, there was some cancel culture going on. It wasn't as much the topic in 2012 as it became in 2015, 16, 17. Like, Howard started that turn of wanting to get on American Idol and America's Got Talent before. I don't think it was the canceling thing as much as wanting to be accepted by the people he was trashing. Like, so you could say there's an element of trying to avoid cancel culture, but like, he wanted to go to those parties with Jennifer Aniston and Ellen DeGeneres and all these people he had insulted before. So I think it's a lot more of that being accepted by Hollywood. He realized like he was never going to be accepted by, and to be clear, like I put Howard Stern canceled in the title because that's how the media is framing it for some reason. It might just be a negotiation tactic. Like he might still be on because for some reason there's still value in his name. Like he gets celebrities in the building that otherwise wouldn't be going on The Bonfire or Sam Roberts show or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, he gets people in the building because he has that respect. I don't know if Howard appreciated the fact that, like, Bradley Cooper would come on and be like, hey, Howard, I grew up listening to you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he had enough appreciation for that. He was like, oh, I said these horrible things about Rosie O'Donnell, so I'm not allowed to go to parties at Jimmy Kimmel's house. And he took that such to heart, and he looked at people like his audience and like Gilbert Gottfried and Artie Lang and Jackie and people like that. He looked down on them. Like he thought, oh, those aren't the elite. Those are scumbags that I don't want to be associated with anymore. The one thing I will give Howard a little credit with is, like, if you look at the people there, even like Sal and Richard, like the people that worked there that you know their name, they've all been there for over 20 years. Some of them 40. Like Gary and Robin have been with Howard and Fred for 40 fucking years, which is wild. So he does have loyalty in that regard, but he had no loyalty to his audience or what built him.
The fact that J.D. Harmeyer has held a steady job for 20 years is a goddamn miracle. So yes, Howard has treated his people well, and he released in the statement or some statement I saw by someone representing him that he was blindsided by it because he wanted to make sure his people were good. And that's always sort of his defense in the negotiations. But I believe that one of these people, Howard or the Sirius camp, is behind the leak of the number 125K and all that, because this just sets up a negotiating position. Because Sirius's number one selling point, and I learned this when I worked selling cars a few years ago, is they have $1 billion deal with all these major car companies. And if they don't have like a name where they can go into a meeting room and be like, all right, Chrysler, Howard Stern. Okay, yeah, let's put Sirius in our cars. If they don't have that name, and so having a really big, because that Marry Me Daddy or Kiss Me Daddy, whatever the fuck.
Call Her Daddy?
Yeah, that doesn't
Cooper,
sell. That doesn't sell cars. That doesn't sell radios and cars to boomers. And so you need to get like a boomer to sell to, because the
that's what they're fucking up too, is their whole business model is being in cars.
Yes, it is wrong. It is a bad
phones. It's crazy. They
stopped
them online, which they were for a minute.
They have like $8.5 billion satellites up in the sky, Mike. They have to have the car thing. That's the whole business model. That's what every investor is counting on.
But here's the thing, like Howard used to do, that he built his career on, that for some reason he stopped doing and stopped being interesting. Sirius XM throws $100 million at Alex Cooper. Howard goes on the next day and goes, what the fuck does Alex Cooper do? She's ripping me off. She does the Howard Stern model. She's just talking about blowjobs. I was doing this shit in 88. Like, that's what old Howard would have done. And I hear people say, well, he's a silent partner in Sirius XM. He owns all this stock and he cares how the company does. Howard was smart enough to know that if he shits on Call Her Daddy, what's everyone talking about the next day? Fucking Alex Cooper. Now there's 50-year-old guys going, who the fuck is Alex Cooper? Let me listen to this. Some of them might stick around. Like, it's ultimately a good thing for Alex Cooper to have Howard Stern shit on her. So even from the business perspective, it doesn't really make sense to go the route that he has gone, which is why, and you look at the staff of 95 people, which...
That's insane.
I was the lowest ranking person, but I did work at a radio station. There were useless people at a place that owns 5 radio stations that you didn't need 95 people. The idea that Howard needs 95 people for a show that's on 3 days a week is fucking crazy, particularly when he used to do it with Fred, Gary, Robin, Jackie, and a few interns, you know?
Yeah, I mean, look at how much it changed in another alternative world. There's a funeral for Call Her Daddy that Stern's doing, right?
Yes.
Like, oh, we beat her.
And by the way, like, I don't know if maybe John DeBella and people like that would disagree with me. I think there's a little good in that for them. I think they became bigger. I don't know if they appreciated it at the time, but I don't know who the fuck John DeBella is if it's not for Howard Stern. You know what I mean?
Well, like, DeBella's wife didn't appreciate it, but
I know it got dark, but you know what I'm saying.
Mark and Brian got funeraled out here in Los Angeles when Stern came out here, and it was not good for them. That next negotiation, they basically broke up because they weren't going to get the money because Howard took all the money.
That's where Opie and Anthony were smart, and they understood the good that comes of going at Stern. Like they would fight back at Stern. And in my mind, Opie and Anthony ultimately won because Howard was like, put a gag order on them. Don't let them mention my name.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's Opie and Anthony winning that war. They were the one show that Howard couldn't have a funeral for, that Howard couldn't just decimate. So
Him and Bubba, I would say. Bubba the Love Sponge is the other one that kind of
became like friends with him, right?
Yeah, did the like night show or the afternoon drive on Howard.
Yeah. But yeah, like I ultimately think like, and you look at Colbert too, like people point to his politics and everything. He was number one in that time. Say what you want about his politics, he was number one. I think his show seems like dog shit from all the clips that I've seen. But more people were watching him than any of those other shows, except Gutfeld, by the way. But so there is like a political element, I guess. But I think it's much more that Colbert had 200 fucking people working for him, and they were hemorrhaging money on the show. And I think that's what Howard, that's what Sirius is looking at with Howard too. The interesting thing, Carl brought this up to me on Thursday that I didn't really think about, is like if they own that catalog, are they just going to play everything? Like, are they going to play?
If they want listeners, they'll have the RDs.
You know what I mean? Like, so is Howard going to let that go? Is he going to be willing to give it to them?
Yes.
You think so?
I don't. Yes, I think he has to, because A, they're going to back up a Brinks truck, but B, like that's a legacy. I think you have to know in your head that like once you walk away, everything that you said on air needs to be out there for.
According
forever.
to E-Rock, I was listening to Carl and E-Rock talk about it. According to E-Rock, Howard's already wiped some of that stuff out. Like even if they want to play stuff, there's certain stuff with Artie Lang or certain stuff from back in the days where they were really crazy in the 90s that Howard's like already gotten rid of, that they might not even have access to.
Well, thank God for Mark's friggin' and all the people that the YouTubes because
that's the other thing. Is it worth it to Sirius? It's all on fucking YouTube.
Yes, because you could chop this up like we did. Imagine like a professional unboxing. Where they actually go through tapes with people who care and you have the backstory. I mean, you could hire a whole bunch of people that could have fun with it in a way that Howard seemingly can't. And yes, that would be fun. It would kind of be like getting the gang back together, Yeah.
And the problem with finding a new Howard, I know they're obviously trying to do that with Alex Cooper and Smartless. And I keep saying this. They bought the Kelsey Brothers podcast too, right? They gave them a ton of money, I think. So like they keep trying to find these people that will replace Stern. The reason that will never happen is because they are a radio company. They have a radio business model for some reason still, and there are no radio stars the way Howard Stern was. It's not going to exist. You're not going to find someone that's doing that. I listened to Drew Lane talk about it, and they were throwing out names. They were like, what about like Corolla? He kind of does like the radio model. You think Corolla's getting people to sign up for Sirius the way Howard did 20 years ago? No chance. Like there is no name like that. If you bring in a massive star, they're not going to get people to buy radios. It's just not how that business works anymore. Because if you say, hey, we're making Alex Cooper exclusive, people will be like, all right, I'll listen to fucking Girls Gotta Eat podcast or Hannah Berner's podcast or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, you got to go to the Conan O'Brien route. You got to find someone that's actually qualified and good and that will make your product better, not just a name. I know that's hard, Sirius, because that just signing Oprah is easy and it's just one day and you can make an announcement. It's fun, but you might actually have to hire someone that's good.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Let me put in a name.
Please.
One Blind Mike Geary, people. What do you think? Taking over for Howard, huh?
Fine, I'll do it.
You got to move again, bro. Got to do the show from Florida.
All right, fine, I'll do it.
All right, are you ready for some Theo Vaughn?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous here. Is Theo Vaughn just selling out? Like, what's going on here?
He is pop culture now. That's what I put in the. I mean, he is where you would think of pop culture now. He's not a. It's
interesting because the Rogan Marin episode we're going to do of Why You Laughing, selling out is a big topic when Rogan was on Marin, and it's a big topic again now that Marin is bitter towards all these guys, and these clips made me kind of get why Marin is so angry because it is a little infuriating. Can I hear the Hank Hill one for now? I will say I understand the inherent hypocrisy of me going, can you believe this guy's talking to a cartoon? I get it. But I have no choice. I make
silliness.
I make subtle allusions to the fact. I'm passive aggressive about it every week, and they don't pick up on the hint. So what can I do? They're wearing football helmets, for God's sake.
Mm-hmm.
So I get the inherent hypocrisy, but.
All right, so here we go with Hank Hill, and I was worried more about like copyright, but we'll see how we do.
Oh, do you think this will get us?
I just know properties like these sometimes are a little, but if it gets cut out, it gets cut out. You know?
All right, let's find out.
And that's the difference between a hex socket and a pass-through socket. Anyway, just let me know when the interview's starting.
Oh, we've been rolling.
Oh. Well, then I should probably clarify that point I made earlier about inconsistent torque ratings.
No, I think we're good on that topic,
I will say I'm not even going to criticize like how boring it. I was never a King of the Hill fan. It never appealed to me. I don't know if this was like the show. You know what I mean? Like maybe I just don't get it. But like, look at Theo's responses. It's like, what are you doing, man? Why did you agree to be part of this?
This could be amazing. You just need better writing. If this started with, and Hank Hill just goes, and that's why I'm a Nazi, and then he just goes back over to Theo, that would be amazing.
Well, this is where Marin fucked up, and I think it's where liberals have fucked up for the last decade with Trump. They're like, yeah, my people have misstepped. They're like, they're evil, they're Nazis, and it's like if you just made jokes about the things that were fun, it would make them look sillier. Like there's plenty of stuff you can make fun of for Trump, and it would inherently make him be less respected. But they made him into this guy that should be like feared, which there's a weird respect that comes with fear. And that's what they gave him. And that's what's happening with like Theo Von, where Marin went on his special and was like, oh man, Theo would promote Hitler. It's like, no, Mark, go this route and say he would do this dumb horse shit. This is much more mockable than the idea of him talking to a world leader.
Yeah, he's turning into the Rock on us. That is the
yeah.
Thanks for sitting down with me, Hank.
Oh, thank you too, Theo. This is my first time being on a podcast.
Oh yeah? Do you listen to any podcasts?
Just one, the Propane Resource Council podcast, hosted by Chet Murray.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Oh well, Chet's a real character, I tell you what.
Okay. So you used to sell...
Like, none of it is even... It doesn't even feel...
No flow.
Like Theo's podcast. Yeah, there's no flow to it. Like, I get why... Is it Hulu that King of the Hill is coming back on?
Yes, it is.
I get why Hulu would say, like, we want Theo Von involved in this. I don't get why Theo... Like, how much money could you be making? By the way, I don't think we're going to get to it. It doesn't seem like we have time. But I sent you that list of the comedy festival in Saudi Arabia. Is that real, by the way?
It is.
Someone sent it to me. I think I'm being pranked.
No, I'm putting up the poster now. It's the Riyadh Comedy Festival. It's coming up in September and October.
The guy who sent it to me said Marin had a very good line about it. He goes, from the people who brought you 9/11.
Yes. The people that are going to be appearing on it, it's kind of crazy. So here are these are confirmed. There's some other people that are like rumored, but here's the confirmed. It's Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Louis C.K.
How much fucking money does Kevin Hart need? I mean, really?
Chris Tucker. I mean, that guy's like a billionaire. What is he doing there?
Why is Louis doing this?
Bill Burr, liberal Bill Burr.
Hey, for all you think he's a liberal, he's going to a place where I don't think they're too fond of women.
They might behead his wife there. I mean, my God. The Fluffy, Jim Jeffers, Jim Carr, Joy Coy, Whitney Cummings. Didn't see
you
that.
Call him Joy Coy? Is that what you said?
Joe Coy. Joy Coy. Why don't you change your name, Joy Coy? That would make it easier for me. Andrew Santino, Hassan Minaj, Bobby.
How much money do these fucking people need? It's crazy.
And that's Saudi Arabia money, Mike, though. That's different.
That's all I could think of when I saw this Theo Von thing, where it's like, I get that they probably paid you a lot of money for 2 fucking minutes of work. I totally get. But how is like respect worth anything anymore? Like, I'm kind of coming around to Marin's side of the street here based on what all these people are doing.
Yep. Meet the old boss, same as the new boss, Mike.
Let's play a little more of it. Just to I don't know. How much is left?
Propane.
There's a good minute 30 left.
We'll play a few more seconds.
Propane talk.
Propane and propane accessories.
Is propane considered a upper echelon gas?
Yes.
Like, do you think
Some
like
peop-
when Theo looked at that question, I hope there was a mirror around, so he had to see himself when he
Sure there
read.
was.
Is it
Sure
an
there
upper
was.
echelon gas? And you can tell like people are trying to write this for Theo in a Theo way. Like, oh, how would Theo ask this question? It's just such dog shit.
Yeah, the problem is the mirror is horizontal and there's a bunch of powder on it, so he can't really see himself. Like it's just.
I think you get the idea. But then you look and you're like, well, his real podcast isn't like that. It's a wacky thing. Theo's kind of a silly guy. It was 2 minutes. Who gives a fuck? Let's look at the latest episode of his real podcast when Theo's actually going to his art. Who's his most recent guest, Casey?
Let me see here. We have the RIZZLER.
Damn it. So by the way, this is what Anthony Jeselnik wanted. This is what Anthony Jeselnik was like. This is what comedy podcasts should be. They're abusing this poor child who's, undoubtedly going to grow up with some horrible addiction. He's going to have a miserable life unless he is the 1/1,000,000th of 1% that breaks out of this abuse that he's dealing with somehow. Why is Theo contributing to this? Let's hear it.
Dude, I freaking hate it. I'll tell you this straight up, dude. Like, what I hate is when, like, if I'm doing something at home and my mom needs me.
Homework.
He did it. I was in a match of Fortnite. There was top 3. I was the 3rd person left. And then guess what? My mom calls me down, right? She'll go clean the dishes, right?
This is an hour and 10 minutes, by the way.
Hold on, he's gotta go clean the dishes, Mike. I'm enthralled. Hold on.
Guess what? Out of nowhere, she distracted me. I got a headshot by a sniper.
No, you bitch!
And did she take any responsibility for it?
No. What? And then I went downstairs and she was cleaning the dishes already.
So she didn't even need your help?
No.
Ugh. Why do they choose to operate like that?
And she was like, oh, I always have to do everything in this house.
Ugh.
So the whole interview is kind of one joke. It's Theo doing that, and it's like, oh, I get the joke. Like Theo and this child have the same mentality. It's an hour and 10 minutes of that. I'd rather hear the Hank Hill should have been an hour and 10 minutes, and this should be 2 minutes. We got the joke immediately. But then I will admit, this is the charm of Theo Vaughn and why he's successful. The more I listened to it, I was like,
uh-oh.
The son of a bitch is winning me over.
No, no.
All right, it's kind of adorable. This is where I'm like, and this is where I'm sure people like Marin get furious. It is like the dumbing down of society where you're like, all right, let me just turn my brain off for an hour and listen to this horseshit because it's fucking adorable. Listen to the kid.
Dude, I saw Superman yesterday.
You saw the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see it so bad.
You do?
Yeah.
It's 3D.
It is?
Yeah. Have you seen a 3D movie before?
Oh, I have. I've seen like at least 4 or 5 3D movies.
And what'd you think? When you see them, what do you think? Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's whatever? What'd you think?
I think it's worth it.
Yeah?
I've seen Inside Out 3D. I've seen Avatar. I've seen Lion King.
Ooh.
Yeah. That was 3D. Well, I'm gonna see Superman, so that's gonna be 3D. And then what's the other one?
But I don't know. I can't tell if I mind it or because when it's 3D, really, if you take the glasses off and you look at the screen, it's just like blurry.
Yeah,
you know?
but you can like still see the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. You're right. You're right. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't want to tell you what happens, but it was pretty cool, I guess.
There is a charm to Theo where you're like, it's kind of fun, I guess. But like, we're contributing to fucking child abuse. Like, no one, is it all for content? Like, is everything cool for fucking views now? Like, is there just no one ever stops and says like, maybe I shouldn't go to Saudi Arabia. Maybe I shouldn't make this child more famous and ruin his fucking life eventually. Like I've heard the We Might Be Drunk guys, Marill and Normand, like actively trying to get the RIZZLER on multiple times. And I'm like, thank God they haven't done that. because it's fucking abuse, and it's also like a shitty podcast. I couldn't imagine listening to this for an hour of Theo being like, "Hey, you're a kid, and I'm childlike." Isn't that crazy? It's like we got the joke after the first question, you know. But like, there's no one in comedy now says like, "Hey, maybe there should be some standard." Like it's making me come around to Jeselnik and Marin's idea of thinking. I think they're going after the wrong people. Because by the way, you notice who's not on that list is anyone from Austin. You know, the list of the Saudi Arabia does comedy or whatever the fucking festival is called. You don't see Rogan and Tony Hinchcliffe on that list. So, like, there might be something to that. But, like, I get why Jeselnik and Marin look at the landscape of comedy and are like, what the fuck is happening? Do we say no to anything now? Like, I'm starting to understand that perspective a little more after seeing this horse shit.
I haven't seen a guy try to be this Peter Pan-y since Michael Jackson. Theo Von is trying to be Peter Pan. He just wants to be everything to everyone at all times.
Yeah, and I mean, like, there's a character element. Like, he's playing a bit of a character. I don't think he's as like dumb as he comes across. So, like, maybe I'm judging it too harshly. But it's like, do you say no to anything? Like, what the fuck?
We have a few super chats here, Mike. You know what that means?
Yay, super chats.
That's right.
It's very, very exciting.
All right. Start with Merch Mouth. Electra, if you're available. If not, I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Merch Mouse for $1.99. I did a little nose breath laugh for the helmets. Oh, thank you. See?
Boy, it's really paying off.
I think she fell asleep. Merch Mouse, another $4.99. Then I did a little follow-up chuckle when I thought of Mike not seeing it. Then I bought this just to hear the Kragers Yay super chat drop. You did it. You did it.
What a process.
Yeah. Thank you for the 2 super chats there. Box Eating Dad with 99 cents. Hot dog with ketchup. It must have been a super sticker. Thank you so much.
Thank you, buddy.
And final one here. Rockabee 2002, $5. Now this is how you can tell these guys are sellouts. Liberal comics going to a show to a Sharia-driven state.
It's fucking wild. I thought it was a joke. Like, the guy sent it to me, and I was like, buddy, you got duped. What a sucker. He fell for this hilarious gag that these comedians are going to Saudi Arabia. I guess it's no different than, like, Live Golf or any of the...
No,
like,
same thing. They have an entertainment fund, and that's where it's coming out of. But the good news for, like, Whitney Cummings, she can double dip. She can stop by one of those other countries and get shit on for a few bucks too. And congratulations, Whitney.
Is there any like? And Whitney Cummings is like whatever. I don't hate her as much as some people do. But is there no part of Whitney Cummings that is like, well, how do they treat women over there? Maybe I shouldn't go. For it doesn't matter how much money they're giving me. I'm already rich. You know.
Yeah, that is quite the lineup. Anyway, where would you like to go next, Mike?
And by the way, like, and I know I've defended Burr, but people like Burr and Dave Chappelle who claim they care about like human suffering, like all these human rights violations they talk about. We'll go to Saudi Arabia for a few bucks. Why not?
Yeah. So speaking of Saudi Arabia and intractable violence, Dave Smith.
Oh, yes. I'm sure Dave Smith would have some good thoughts on this.
Oh, yes.
I just like Dave Smith infuriating all these journalists, because we saw in that clip we played of Trump earlier how terrible journalism is now. And so Dave Smith is taking on a guy from the New York Times, much like he did with Douglas Murray, where these people do not know how to debate in Dave Smith's realm, which is fine. Journalists probably shouldn't be talking to a comedian podcaster, you know, like maybe they shouldn't be having a debate with that guy. The problem is Dave Smith is just as credible as anyone that writes for the New York Times. So Alex Berenson and Dave Smith, I guess, got into it on Twitter. They went on this guy's podcast. Do you know the podcast? I wasn't familiar with it.
Zero Hedge, at Zero Hedge.
Zero Hedge. By the way, an exhausting, you know how we do like the 3-minute countdown or whatever it is to get people in the room?
Mm-hmm.
Theirs was over an hour.
No. That's a long time.
I was like, am I on the right video? What the fuck is this?
An hour, Jesus Christ.
So we've got a few.
Don't give Carl any ideas, Mike.
Those long. I'll be listening to every track the Buzzmeyers have ever written.
Here's side 2. No.
But Yeah, well, let's get into it. The debate got off the rails pretty quickly, and I just think it's funny that Dave Smith gets under these guys' skin. These guys that take themselves so seriously and want to be respected journalists get in the mud with people like Dave.
Denier is how this starts.
Oh, yeah, so I should have set it up by saying on Twitter, this Alex Berenson called Dave Smith a Holocaust denier. And he made some joke that Dave thinks Auschwitz was a spa or something like that. That comes up a bunch in this. So Dave was like, "Hey, my fucking grandfather survived the Holocaust. I'm not a denier. I'm actually Jewish." And so they went back and forth on Twitter. And Alex Berenson says, "I'll show you what. I'll prove to you you're a Holocaust denier."
I'd say that, yes, Alex tweeted that I thought Auschwitz was a spa, accusing me of being a Holocaust denier. He then pinned it to his Twitter and left it there for 48 hours. Then I haven't kept up with all of the spiraling on Twitter, but then he said that Dave's never faced a real reporter before who's going to be asking him all these tough questions, who's researched him. So, Mr. Real Reporter, you called me a Holocaust denier, pinned it to your Twitter. Back that up, sir.
Okay.
There's my opening.
All right, that sounds fine. I'm going to play a tweet. I'm going to play.
It's great. Alex is like, I'm about to drop the atomic bomb, and you guys have no idea. He's very smug here, and he's like, wait till you see what I've got.
Don't fight a comic like this. Just don't do it. What are you
The 34-second clip from YouTube.
Okay.
It's called Not Seeing a Jew Walk into a Bar. It's you and Richard Spencer.
So Richard Spencer, for anyone that doesn't know, is a white nationalist. And I'm not saying that like the way they call fucking, Tucker Carlson that or something. Like, I think he's like self-proclaimed like a white nationalist. And years ago, Dave Smith got a lot of shit for interviewing him. And I remember hearing Dave talk about it. And he's like, well, when people have different opinions, I don't think the right thing to do is silence them. I think it's interesting for him to debate me on some of these things we don't agree with. So Dave had him on. He got shit that it was friendly at times, but I do think Dave largely argued with a lot of Richard Spencer's points, but people were just mad that he platformed this guy. And that's what, to set up what Alex is showing here.
How pathetic already.
Say when.
That is, again, the problem of libertarians that, I think we might joke that they're autistic. And what we mean, it's a harsh joke, but
several of them actually are.
Right, that's true. Well, the alt-right, if they cured autism, the alt-right would just disappear overnight. It would be it would be our Holocaust. Anyway.
Except this one really happened.
Right. But,
do you need to hear that again, Dave? Because that's you denying the Holocaust.
Oh my God.
It's crazy. He's like, folks, need I say more? Literally, the clip is Dave going, and he says it in a voice. It's like what they did to Shane Gillis, where Shane was like, the you-know-who. But like he does that voice. Dave goes, except this one actually happened. Like he's doing a voice. Clear, and even like Richard Spencer laughed at it. Like it was a joke. And then Alex is like, gotcha, motherfucker. So let's hear Dave respond to this.
Oh, dude, come on. Wait, have you lost this debate this badly? That 1 second
let's play it again.
You found an old joke, dude? Are you this pathetic?
Can you play it again for me, please?
Did you not
play it again for me? Let's just listen to it.
No.
And so he keeps doing this. Goes on for a while where he's like, well, I guess we need to play it again. Like Alex is imagining the people at home going, Alex. Like you exposed this man, Alex. Like he's hearing the chants. He's like, America, we got him. Mission accomplished, baby. And it's such a joke to try. And this has been a big debate for a while. We talked about it a lot when when Douglas Murray went after Dave. There's a lot of debate over like, well, Dave hides behind being a comic, but he's talking about these serious issues. I think it is very simple. If journalists did a better job we wouldn't be listening to Dave Smith. I think the vast majority of people that listen to Part of the Problem are like, hey, I'm aware that Dave is a comedian. I also think he makes some good points about a lot of these issues that I care about. I think he's an interesting guy to listen to. Sometimes this gets to people's head and they work in the government, like fucking, what's his name? Dan Bongino. But like, so sometimes it does get to people's heads, but like for the most part, I think the listeners are aware of who they're listening to. And if journalists did a better job and weren't so shitty, we wouldn't have to turn to people like Dave Smith. But people like Alex are mad that over the last 5 years in particular, people are like, well, I'm going to cancel my New York Times subscription because it's dog shit. Like, I don't trust anything in there. I might as well just listen to a comedian talk because it's more entertaining. And they're so mad about that, but they don't know how to handle it. And it's fascinating to watch Alex spiral and get down to Dave's level. Like, this gets off the rails pretty quickly.
I like what Alex has created a lane here. And what you do is you go after the setups and then you scientifically break them down. Like, there is grapes in grape nuts, Jerry. That's his whole thing. He just destroys the joke scientifically. From the other side.
Yeah.
It's a cool lane.
He's like, oh, Dave, need a napkin because there's egg all over your face. I just exposed you, my friend. And he thinks us at home are like, oh my God, Dave's a Holocaust denier.
I see through the veil of comedy like no other.
Yeah.
To truths. Uncover truths.
Let's get into this gets into some messiness here.
Let's keep going. Dude, this is going, Alex. This is going so bad for you already. I actually can't believe it. Anyway, Rob, do you have any questions for me, dude? We could make this a short night, dude. Or me and you could just finish this, or you and Alex could just finish this. If he's got like, if Alex, if you want to like put your thumb in your mouth, blow really hard, and try to turn your vagina into a pair of balls, we could have a real debate here, and we talk about issues that I believe in or issues that you believe in, and you could actually try to take on my arguments. But you want to do this bitch smear job shit? No one cares anymore, dude. Like, what even is the implication here? Ooh, you spoke to Richard Spencer in 2017 and made a joke with him? Like, really? Scumbag? You worked at the New York Times while they were selling the war in Iraq.
By the way, shout out to Matt McCusker. I wouldn't have known this existed, but Matt McCusker talked about this at the start of Matt and Shane the other day. So I checked it out and I was like, boy, it was as advertised, as crazy as Matt says. Where like, and by the way, like, Alex came out with like, hey, you talked to Richard Spencer, which might have been, I don't even know what the real crux of this debate was going to be, if it started the way it should have. So like, maybe that's a point that he could have made where some people would have been like, oh, geez, that's not good. Richard Spencer's a bad guy. So maybe that's a point he could have made. But the way he set it up where he's like, put his hands behind his head like he's relaxed, like, take it away, Dave. You just sank yourself, my friend.
Next up is Not a Man.
So this is where, like, now this guy from the New York Times is going to get down to Dave's level and shows that, like, they are this. There is no reason. This is where Dave wins the argument, in my opinion, is because the whole basis of this with Douglas Murray and Alex and these guys is they look down on people like Dave because they're like, hey, we're real journalists. We're people that should be trusted by the mainstream, not Dave. Dave's a wacky comedian. He's talking out of his ass. He doesn't know what he's talking about. This is where you realize, like, oh, they're all just guys that want attention, want to be thought of as important. And Alex gets down and shows he's really no better than Dave.
Okay. Go ahead. If you're going to make a joke to Richard Spencer, who's a neo-Nazi, that the Holocaust didn't happen, and I find it, and I call you on it, the manly thing to do, although you're not a man, would be to apologize and to acknowledge that what I said to you was the same kind of rhetorical effort, and that what we should be, may I finish? Mm-hmm. Thank you.
So you get into this silly shit where he's like, well, if you're joking, I can also joke. The difference is Alex's joke was that Dave actually is a Holocaust denier. You know what I mean? Like, people aren't so dumb that they're like, oh, joke and joke, they're the same. It's like, no, you can look at the basis of Dave's joke, which was clearly absurd, and yours was to cast aspersions on him that he is a Holocaust denier. And then, by the way, he pinned it to his Twitter to be like, look, I owned Dave Smith here and called him what he is.
Yeah, this Alex guy is a siloed way of thinking because now he's presented with another way of thinking and he's stuck. He can't like adapt to it.
And this is also where like they're like, hey, we're respected journalists. Why are you going to Dave Smith? Because at your core, you're a guy who goes, if you were a man, like he gets right down to who he thinks Dave is as well, where they're just like kids at recess fighting here.
All high school, Mike. It's all high school.
Yeah.
Just so serious.
The same kind of games are the games that you're playing with Daryl Cooper, who is a Holocaust denier. And it's not me saying it. It's Vad Yashem, which is the Holocaust Memorial Museum in Israel, saying that he's a Holocaust denier. And in refusing to acknowledge that, you too are on his side in denying the Holocaust.
Okay, so Rav, so just to be clear here, at the end of that insanity, Alex got around to saying, I am a Holocaust denier. Okay, so what was my opening statement? Defend that now. So anyway, by the way, just to do the same thing to you, Alex, what you should be doing is begging the American people's forgiveness every day for working for the most disgusting organization on the fucking planet, the New York Times, as they sold the war in Iraq and just parroted all of the George W. Bush administration's lies and not saying shit, not resigning because you were so disgusted by what they were doing. 1 million people died because of your friends at your organization. So you could tell me I podcasted with a guy who you don't like. Sorry, not doing shit for me. How I should apologize for making a joke with Richard Spencer. You should apologize for fucking being a part of the worst organization on the face of the planet.
And this is where it's wild to watch Dave, because like I found Dave on Legion of Skanks, which just the name tells you like the absurdity of the context that most people like found Dave Smith, and he's destroying these guys when he debates with them. Like I was really interested, like I was captivated by his debate with Chris Cuomo. It was on PBD's channel, Patrick Bet David, and Dave destroys a guy like Chris Cuomo, who has family in government and has been on CNN, this once trusted news outlet, and Dave just rips them apart. And it's this generation of journalists feels they are owed respect that they never earned. They are not the journalists of yesteryear, where they were out breaking stories. And by the way, like, there were only so many outlets before, so I'm sure journalism was shitty back then too, and we just didn't realize we didn't have the technology to expose a lot of it. But like Alex Berenson and Chris Cuomo have done nothing to earn this trust, and they're like, "Wait, why are you trusting Dave Smith over us?" It's because you're all silly geese, and Dave Smith is just the only one being honest about who he is.
Next one here is called name calling. I think it's.
This is where I like that. I like that Dave got a journalist to come down to this level.
Liar, and that's all. You just ended that last thing with calling me a Holocaust denier. Back that up. Hold on. Shut up. Not done. Shut up. That is a career-ending slur. Is a career.
It's so. Like, it doesn't even feel natural coming out of his mouth. He's like, You shut up, bitch. Like he's trying to muster the courage. You heard me. I called you a little bitch. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Like it's like someone's in his ear being like, "Be a tough guy, Alex."
This guy's mind just went back to like, I'm going in the locker, aren't I? I'm about to go in the locker.
You bitch. Let me hear that again, please.
Yes, that might be an outro. Hold on. That is very good. Hold on.
That is shut up. That is a career-ending slur. It is a career-ending.
It's so unnatural coming out of his mouth.
You can't see his face, Mike. He's pained to drop his professional career.
Bitch.
It is fucking hilarious.
I like the idea. Like he went into this being like, the American people should respect me, and I don't know, 6 minutes into the debate, he's like, "You shut up, bitch."
Oh, that is a scene from Waiting for Guffman right there. That is
accusation to throw at someone. You just threw it at me again. Yeah. Back it up.
Okay.
Make an argument.
Okay.
Not I
here-
made a joke 10
here
years
is
ago.
Okay, so when I actually prove that you denied the Holocaust, you say it was 10 years ago. When I say
proved that Rav, are you listening to this? He proved that I denied the Holocaust.
I'm not even saying Dave was great in this debate. The guy just gave it to him.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, man. Alex, if your people would have fought a little harder, like, the bitch thing, then maybe they wouldn't have been.
If you, I proved you were a Holocaust denier because you made it. Then, by the way, the numbers for Holocaust deniers have just skyrocketed. The amount of people that have made that joke, it wasn't a particularly unique thing Dave did, where he's like, except this one actually happened. Ha ha ha. It's a pretty generic joke. To put all people that have made a joke like that under the umbrella of Holocaust denier, it's a pretty wide net you're now casting.
I mean,
and this again is, by the way, we were talking earlier about like the deplorables thing. This is what people like Alex do, where it's like, oh, well, if you have ever said as a joke, like the Holocaust didn't happen, then we're putting you in the same category as Richard Spencer and whoever else we think is evil. You're all the same to us.
Mike, I once heard a guy say, as thousands of people of his fellow New Yorkers were dying, have you ever seen the movie Swordfish? So, I mean, the seriousness of some of these people.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Now it gets ugly.
Okay, yeah. This is where Alex really just says, like, all right, I'm crumpling up my journalism degree, and I'm gonna talk to this guy like I'm on Legion of Skanks, I guess.
In a second. By the way, Rav, I should correct myself before. Did I say that Alex had advocated that no aid get into Gaza? I'm sorry. His exact words were no, capital N-O, supplies to Gaza until every civilian hostage is released. So that's what Alex called for. No supplies. Sorry if I said aid. Genocide advocate, Alex.
So this is what people do with guys like Dave, is they're like, hey, you hide behind being a comedian. You say you're just joking. I was just joking with stuff too. The difference is the people like really listening and paying attention aren't so dumb that they're like, oh, well, I guess that means he's also just kidding around. I guess you can tell what Dave means when he's like, I'm a comedian. You shouldn't take me so seriously, whatever. People understand what that means. When Alex tries the same thing, it's not working with anyone. Like people are able to decipher the way Dave is here. The difference,
But anyway,
when did he say that?
When did I say that, Dave? Can you answer, Ralph?
On Twitter in 23.
Oh, okay. So a year and a half ago.
advocated-
No. You brought this up.
Hold on.
A year and a half ago, when the war had just begun.
The Richard Spencer thing was 8 years ago, by the way. But let's continue.
That's more than a year and a half, Mike.
As a matter of math, we'll have Electra check the data on that, but I'm safe to run with it. I think you're right.
I went back, dude. You just went back 10 years to a joke I made with Richard Spencer. I'm sorry, you only advocated for the genocide at the beginning, but now that the policy is coming due, you're getting off the sunken ship because there's like babies starving and stuff. So you don't really want to be a part of that, but you do want to smear everybody else. Anyway,
No, I want Israel to. No, you shut up.
Okay,
you shut up, my little man.
All right,
He tried this thing, and Chris Cuomo did the same thing, where it's like, all right, I'll get down to his level, and everyone will see how cool I am. But he looks like such a dork when he's doing it.
This is a John C. Reilly character. This guy's not real. This Alex guy.
Let me tell you something, little man. We see how confident he is.
Can we listen to that one again too, please?
Yes.
Hold on, because it is the least confident threat I've ever seen in my life. I think that's how I would describe it.
It's like if you made me act tough, it would just like look like a joke.
Oh, you're a pretty tough guy, Mike. I wouldn't fight Mike in an alley.
I was fishing.
But you
Thank you.
do want to smear everybody else. Anyway,
No, I want Israel to. No, you shut up.
Okay,
You shut up, my little man.
all right, okay.
My little man.
Very hard forced blinking when he says it too. He doesn't. He's
Whew,
like, oh, is this?
he's probably there's a pit in his stomach. He's like, I've never been this cool before.
He's getting the comedy bug, Mike. He's like, oh, is this what stand-up's like? I like this.
Okay, Alex.
Okay.
You talk a big game over fucking Zoom, faggot. Anyway, here's
Oh,
what
hey-o.
you scare me.
Hold on, watch Alex debate. Like, do I do it? Listen very close.
This Alex guy's amazing.
You're a little bitch from
Okay,
Brooklyn.
all right, okay, okay, guys, stop, guys. Hey, we're not in high school.
No, Rob,
guys,
sorry.
This
Yeah,
feels a little bit like
honestly,
high school right now. Let's not call each other
Yeah.
names, really.
No,
Let's
honestly,
let's-
all
let's-
right,
call me a
you're
faggot.
probably right. I'm probably
See,
on.
it took him so long. He's like, do I say it? And he's like, hey, don't call me. You know, come on, you know the word. Come on, yes. Say it again so I know. And then I'll nod. Yes, like it felt so forced coming out of his mouth. He's like, you know what you called me. Come on.
Anyone else watching getting a kind of weird Pat Dixon vibe off this, Alex? He just his face, the way his face moves, his eyes twitch
right?
a little. Yeah, it's. I'm like that. I notice these things. A little autistic.
No more names, guys. No more names.
And I've done
No more
literally, I've done so many debates over these years. I've just never. I'm sorry, not to say names. I've never seen anything as slimy and disgusting as the way Alex is coming at me here. But
So good for Dave. He really fucking destroyed this guy. And I looked at the comments just because it doesn't seem necessarily like it would be Dave's audience. I don't know enough about that Zero Hedge or whatever it is. Maybe it's a libertarian show or something. But a lot of the comments were like, if you think this is bad, you should see Alex's other stuff. I've known he's a slime ball forever. So the comments really sided with Dave, it seems. So I thought that was pretty funny. Pretty interesting to see a journalist get down to that level.
They need to do a counterpoint political show stat. I would watch those
Yes.
two.
Yeah.
One guy just calling the other guy an F word, and the other guy just waiting half an hour to reply. That's a great show.
You don't. I'm not some little bitch. You son of a. You son of a.
He almost does this thing where you're like, if I blink really hard and close my eyes really hard, will he go away? Hold on. He's still there. God damn it.
Poor guy.
I like that guy. He's part of your team, Mike. You gotta know your fellow libs.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, no, I guess I agree with Alex. Yeah.
We're a group over here in this tent. You just gotta know
yeah,
each one of
yeah.
us. Speaking of weird ones, is it Schaub time?
Oh, I guess it is. Brendan has himself in another pickle. He's always got himself in a jam. And this time, for once, Brendan is on the right side of a lawsuit, it seems. Podcast Cringe did a video setting this up pretty well. I wasn't aware of this lawsuit, but I guess basically former UFC fighters are in for a nice little payday. So Podcast Cringe has the clip of Brendan talking about it, and this is Brendan kind of dunking on Renato. Is it Renato Moicano? I heard what's his name there? Ariel Helwani called him Renato, I think he pronounced it. But it's spelled Renato Moicano.
I think you should pronounce it Renato. That's fun.
Renato Moicano. So they're talking about him. He did not accept money in this lawsuit. And Podcast Cringe has the original clip of Brendan talking about this, and he also does a good job setting it up. So shout out to Podcast Cringe, and take it away.
All right, so I'm sure I don't know how much money you're getting.
Give me my money. Give me my money. I got no ties to the UFC. Yeah. Give me my goddamn money. I already put a deposit down on a ZR1. Get the out of here. Moicano, here's the thing that's sad about this.
So is it safe for the audio listeners?
Yeah. So what Chim brought up says Renato Moicano turns down $200K, which I fought longer than him. $200K settlement check in a bizarre display of UFC solidarity. This is not what free market is about, he says, his decision. Here's the thing, Moicano. That money is getting allocated no matter what, buddy. No matter what.
This is, by the way, I just love the idea of a guy who lost, I believe, over $1 million in that scam he was a victim of. And I'm not shitting on Brendan for that. Like, Brendan was a victim. I think Theo lost a bunch of money as well. You remember what I think we talked about it.
Yeah.
There's some podcast network that scammed all these people out of a shit ton of money. And Brendan's like, you fucking idiot. It's like, well, maybe he just doesn't want to be involved for his own personal reasons. Like, this is where Brendan is a shit. And it's why I couldn't even continue with the bit of me being a Schaub fan anymore, because he just made me cringe so much, where it's like, he goes after, he looks for sympathy with the trolling that he receives. He's like, oh, all these haters, these losers that come after me, they don't have anything better to do. All they do is hate. But listen to the glee in his voice when he gets to shit on someone and call them dumb. He's like, oh, this idiot not taking the money. What a fucking moron. Brendan loves it. It's so disingenuous to be like, ha ha. And then when people come after you, be like, I don't understand how you can make fun of someone like that. I have a family. What's wrong with you? You're sick.
You being a company man and not taking it doesn't give you an inch of good grace with the UFC. This does not matter. There's guys that are more famous than you that are fighting right now that are taking their settlement. The UFC does not give a f- The UFC made out in spades. They got off so easily. It's so dumb not to take the money. It's so fucking dumb. It makes no sense. I'm not his friend. If I could just take him to the side and explain to him how.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I bought a house and I'm going through that process. The whole time I was thinking, God, I wish a guy like Brendan Schaub would just take me aside and tell me how to work out these finances and. Like how much do I pay up front? Is it better to save money and hold it in a savings account and just pay my mortgage every month? Or should I put a solid down payment? Brendan, what are your thoughts on this? The idea that he's like, I just wish I could give this guy financial advice. I wish he would just listen to a mind like mine. Like, it's so delusional. Like, and we'll talk about this with Brendan a lot because we have other clips to get to with him. But like, the delusion of making himself the alpha on this show just because he can beat people with his fists was so misguided. And I wish I could have just taken Brendan aside 10 years ago and said, hey, Brendan, like you're kind of a lovable oaf is the persona you give off. You're a guy who could rip anyone's head off, but it's actually funnier and the dynamic of that is more interesting if you make yourself the punching bag. It's actually much more interesting to see a guy that could beat any of us up taking shit from us. That would be interesting. But to frame yourself as the genius of the show and be the guy that's just like, oh man, I really wish I could take him aside and talk some sense into him is so delusional from Brendan. And it's why he's extraordinarily unlikable. And by the way, we're getting to, if you don't quite understand what Brendan's talking about, Podcast Cringe will set it up at the end of this clip.
Yeah, you don't want to take financial advice from a guy who just put a down payment on a car before he's gotten the check. That is not good finance.
Or a guy that lost millions in a fucking podcast scheme, and is involved in another lawsuit where some of the dealings are shady. Maybe that's not a guy you should take a bunch of financial advice from.
Hey, I hear I'm getting money. Quick, buy a Maserati. Like, first thing you do, what?
Yeah.
As kids, like, buddy, you can take this money and invest it for your children. And the UFC's not going to give you a bad matchup. They literally don't care. I'm probably the one guy who's going to stop you dead in his tracks. Send me my goddamn money. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, he's just uneducated about the whole situation.
This all has to do
so
with
Podcast Cringe has a cavalcade of clips of Brendan being like, yeah, this guy's a fucking moron. He's uneducated. He's stupid. I can't believe he's doing this. And then we'll see how Brendan reacts when the guy responds eventually. But
here's the end of podcast.
Class action antitrust lawsuit that Brendan was part of by default, which accused the UFC of using monopolistic practices to suppress athlete pay by using exclusive contracts and coercion. The UFC ended up settling for $375 million in October last year, and it was officially approved by the court in February of this year. This whole thing had been going on for over a decade, but the final settlement was split between fighters from December 2010 through June 2017, which is why Brendan Schaub was included, and of course Moicano as well. Except Moicano rejected his $200K portion of the payment because, in his own opinion, it just didn't feel right.
So Moicano, for whatever reason, didn't take the money. Maybe he's independently wealthy. Maybe he wanted to keep a good relationship with UFC. I don't know enough about it to know why he did that. But I will say, you could listen to him explain it for 40 minutes on Ariel Helwani's show. And they talk 40 minutes, like, Helwani brings up Brendan's name a couple times, but Moicano doesn't really react to it. And then at the end, just says, by the way, you've been bringing up Schaub criticizing me. I have a thought on that before we go here, if you wouldn't mind. So this is like 40 plus minutes into the interview. He just drops this as he walks out.
And fuck everyone else. That I want to say, last thing that I want to say is sometimes when I'm doing the Show Me the Money podcast, I cannot articulate like that. I cannot say the things that I believe on because it's a 1 hour show and I have to be funny. You know, I have to be funny. I want to be funny.
I like this. By the way, this guy, this is how Brendan's, this is Brendan's comedy too. And I think it's how he really thinks. Where Brendan looks at someone that knows multiple languages and like they have an accent so they don't grasp this language perfectly. And Brendan's like, he's dumb. Like that's how Brendan keeps talking about it. By the way, we'll hear him go like, yeah, there's probably just like a language barrier or something. Like he looks down at this guy because he doesn't speak English as well as I guess Brendan does, which is debatable. But like Brendan doesn't look and like, oh, maybe this guy's a lot smarter than me just based on the fact that he knows multiple languages, you know?
On the language and so that's why I can understand why the people clip and they say, hey, this guy is dumb, you know? And if you think yourself as dumb, think the people that watch the Brendan Schaub show on YouTube, the comedian, the special. That's fucking terrible.
I tell you,
Okay,
I understood that
even
perfectly and he
better.
nailed the delivery. If you think I'm dumb, think of the people that watch Brendan Schaub's show on YouTube.
He tries to be funny, and he was. Congratulations.
Then that shit, brother. And I don't even speak English, and I can be funnier than you, my brother.
My
So,
gosh. Papa catches a stray. Oh dear. Oh
okay.
dear.
Thank you so much, Ariel.
You could tell Ariel was really beaten up that Brendan caught a stray there. He didn't like it. So just on his way out, like he does 40 minutes explaining why he didn't take the money. And he's like, by the way, I've heard this guy call me dumb over and over again, and I'd like to correct the record on that. Seems fair to me, right? Like someone's talking about you on a platform that has a lot of followers. Seems natural to respond. I didn't think he said anything too inflammatory. He's like, oh, Brendan, you think I'm dumb? Which, by the way, Brendan called him over and over again. We heard him say that. Listen to how Brendan responds like a little bitch, where he's like, I can't believe you went after me like that. Like Brendan's in shock that he talked all this shit about the guy and that it solicited a response.
It's just college stuff.
Speaking of college stuff, did you see finally Moicano respond to me criticizing him not taking the
Moicano?
Moicano.
I did not see that.
He responded to me criticizing him for not taking the money. Now, let me be very upfront here. Him not taking the money helps me out. So at the end of the day, I don't give a flying fuck.
Yeah, we're about to hear how little of a fuck Brendan gives. By the way, on the I don't know 15-minute diatribe he goes on about this fucking guy. We're gonna see how little he cares. This is Brendan. You're making a mistake when you do that. When you talk about Reddit and the trolls and YouTube comments and channels like Unique, the guy you're suing, by the way. Still, I think it's still happening. It's been dragged out for years. When you talk about these things and go, I don't give a fuck. It's so transparent that it's actually like gross to watch. Like, it used to be mockable, and now it's like uncomfortable to watch you pretend you don't care about it. Like, no one's buying it, Brendan. Drop that shtick because you very clearly care about it, as we're about to see.
He puts more money in my pocket, Don Cerrone's pocket, some other fighters that could probably use it. But here's my thing, Bubba, and I'm a fan of Moicano. And I expect a rebuttal. Whenever you criticize a fighter, we're fighters.
I think you went hard in the press. I think what he
hold on, let me finish. Yeah. So whenever you
again, I know I keep bringing this up. It's amazing to me. I didn't realize it till far too late into covering Brendan Schaub. I'm stunned. Brendan is the alpha in his relationship on the podcast with Callan. I couldn't believe, once I realized that, I was like, holy shit, that's all their problems. The idea that Brendan is the guy that's like, hey, shut up, little man. No, Brian should be the one talking. And you should be the lovable oaf that makes funnies every once in a while, that makes oopsie daisies and says things wrong, and people mock you for it. That should be the dynamic of that show, and they have it so backwards, as you just heard there, where he's like, hey, the boss is talking, Brian.
That's unbelievable.
Out a fighter, I expect a response. They're fighters. You call me out. If you're just a general fan or hater, I don't respond. If we're from the same alumni or you're professional,
I would hope
well,
not. If just a guy on Reddit is like, I don't agree with Brendan, I would hope Brendan is at the point in his career where he's not like, Schaub's Trug said on Reddit that he doesn't agree with me about this lawsuit. I've got news for you, buddy. Like, I would hope Brendan's not doing that. But you call this guy out. Why are you acting like you're now responding to him? Brendan, we saw there, and on multiple occasions goes, this guy's a fucking idiot. I can't believe this dummy isn't taking the money. Oh, no speaky English, Renato? Maybe you no understand dinero. Moolah, Renato. Money. Green, yes? You understand? This many pesos. Yes. We saw him doing that, and then he's like, I mean, I guess I got to respond to this fucking guy now. Like, begrudgingly.
Got my attention, and because I'm not going to come off as a bully there. Like with Nate Diaz, that's not bullying. He called me out. We're from the same fraternity. We can both fight. So if we fight, we both have a set of skills and we both agree to it. That's different than if you're just some schmuck at the bar. That's not cool. If a professional beats up a average Joe, that's bullying, and that's not the way to do things. But if you're from the same fraternity, the UFC fraternity, well, now we can both play in this game. But here's the thing with
again, I'll talk about another mistake, an absolute mistake that Brendan has made over and over again for the last 10 years. This idea that if you aren't a UFC fighter, you aren't allowed to criticize Brendan Schaub. Well, okay, I guess. Live by that code if you want. You're never going to make it in podcasting. The idea that, like, a civilian, as people like Brendan would call us, can't make jokes about you or comment on what you're doing is so misguided for a guy who's sticking a camera and a microphone in his face every day.
Moicano is, if you're going to start a beef, if you're going to go back and forth, buddy, you can't wait. Hold on.
Start a beef. Start a beef. We heard Brendan first say, Casey, did I imagine those, or did you also hear the clips where he's like, oh, dummy, no speaky English? How about money? I remember Brendan was calling him a poor broke bitch 5 minutes ago.
Brendan had his hand so deep in this guy's pocket.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a language barrier or something, but I wish I could just take this moron aside and explain to him the concept of money. And now Brendan's like, this is kind of coming out of nowhere. I guess he wants to start a beef with me. Okay.
These foreigners, Mike, I'm telling you, got to get them out of our country.
I guess.
You can't wait 10 days to respond. I don't know if it's a language barrier. I don't know if it's translation thing where they had to figure out what
How fucking insulting. This guy just owned you, by the way. This guy in perfect English said, I mean, he has an accent, I guess, but in perfect English, he was like, you think I'm dumb? Look at the people that watch Schaub's podcast. And Brendan's like, there must be a language barrier or something. I don't know what's going on here.
What if Brendan just right there realizes he's hard to understand? Like, maybe he needed 10 days. Maybe I'm hard to understand. Maybe there's a language barrier from me, not him.
He waited 10 days because that's when he was being asked about it by Ariel Helwani. Like, he was just on a podcast, so he addressed it. And by the way, Brendan's going to make it seem like he came on this. I found the clip, I assure you. It's over 40 minutes into a 43-minute podcast or something. So right at the end on his way, I think even in the clip we played, you hear him go, all right, brother, see you later, whatever the fuck. Like, it's right at the end. He did not go on this podcast to trash Brendan Schaub.
I like the idea that Brendan made the initial complaint and then like linguists from around the world gather and they meet and they're like,
what is he saying? What is this? What
10 days
this
later,
man
print out.
saying?
I finally respond. We finally have gotten
it's inscrutable, but I think it's about Brendan Schaub, and it seems like, yes, the more I examine it, it looks like an insult of some kind that this man is giving. It's hard to decipher.
I said, either way, your handlers, you can't get back to me after 10 days. I've moved on.
Look at how much he's diminishing this man. He's like, I don't know, whoever controls the words you say, whoever writes that. Brendan's like, when Brendan heard that, it was like he was looking at cave drawings where he's like, I don't know, there must be a hidden meaning behind it, but I'm not really sure.
I mean, how long are your thoughts on other people's money supposed to last? I mean, 10 days seems like a long time, you know.
But
so
it's like, maybe this guy talked about it in his podcast. I don't know how big Moicano's podcast is, but like maybe he said it before and it didn't get Brendan's attention. He happened to say it on a place that got his attention. And as usual, Brendan is responding to the wrong thing. He's responding to the amount of days it took him to respond and the platform he's doing it on, rather than what the man said.
He emphasizes the wrong syllable.
Yes.
When someone and fans were hitting me up like, "Oh, Moicano's taking shots," I went, "What? Who? About what?"
Who? The guy you were talking about? Who?
Where am I?
The guy you started the conversation about. You know, that would be
CT,
like if fucking I don't know, Hannah BERNER responded to me, and I was like, I don't even know who that is. What do you mean? What? Why? Just because I did a 10-minute segment calling her a shitty person? Now I'm supposed to respond to that like I know who she is? I don't think so.
Brain injuries are a great excuse for not remembering things, man.
Well, he uses that. Don't worry.
I use weed. I'm switching up. I got hit in the head. Mike, that's why I forgot to do things.
Dude, this is 10 years. It's like with Nate Diaz. It took him several days to respond, and all he said was, "You'd be surprised." Well, first of all, I've already moved on in my life, dude. And second of all,
what?
That's not original.
Who gives a that's so great. The idea of talking shit about someone and then when they respond going, I'm already over that. I'm not even thinking about that anymore. I don't care if you're thinking about it. You said it and I'm responding to it. Who cares if you're still obsessed with it or not?
Carl and Shuli's response should be, "Bro, we moved on. Like, what are you doing?
We're not even talking about you anymore, man. Yeah, what do you mean?
I mean, what are we here for?"
So you're making a reference from fucking 12 years ago.
Nope.
And your team, your handlers, that's what you got. And with McConnell, right? And this is prototypical chat GPT. How do I talk shit to Brendan Schaub? Here it is. He's dumb. He's a meathead.
No. You said Moicano was dumb. Remember? Moicano actually didn't say that. He called your fans dumb, which is a little funnier.
Now I'm stuck on the guy who's going to ChatGPT looking for how to make fun of Brendan Schaub. Who is that guy?
You know why ChatGPT is saying that, Brendan? Because they're all applicable. they all hit the nail directly on the head when they're referring to you.
Imagine knowing, you just go to ChatGPT and it'll print out like 100 ways to make fun of me. Imagine knowing that. That's
I just love that. Oh, what did he say? I'm dumb? You called him dumb, you jackass.
He's bad at podcasting. He was a bad fighter. If I post a truck, did you flip it? The standard shit, right?
He's got stupid hair now. Anyone mention that?
Brendan's just naming other things that he thinks about himself. Oh, he's a bad husband and father. He puts too much pressure on his kid to be a baseball legend that'll probably never live up to. It's like, what? I don't think you said any of that, Brendan. What are you talking about?
His muscles are too big. He can't shoot a good jump shot anymore.
I guess.
The standard shit. None of it's original. So his team put in ChatGPT. How do I talk shit to Brendan Schaub? Again, he's in Brazil, so I don't know. Maybe it's a translation issue.
Yeah.
Brendan, stop belittling the people that make fun of you. They're all better at it than you are. It's not a wise strategy.
Callan, yeah, is hilarious. That's like a wife with a glass of wine in her hand that's sick of her husband. Just whatever.
Yeah. Whatever gets this to stop. Oh, the ladies at the office are being mean to you again? Okay.
If you think yourself as dumb, I never said I was dumb. I might call myself an idiot, but compared to him, I'm Elon Musk.
Well, he's not talking to you about that.
Think about my fans, which is if you're listening to me, that means I'm dumb and he's dumb and the fans are dumb, right? And then he goes, Brendan Schaub's show on YouTube. Oh, it's a podcast, mainly audio. We do YouTube just for the fuck of it.
So
and the comedy special.
Hold on. He's like Alex Berenson arguing with Dave Smith. I think you're thinking of the wrong details. Well, by the way, we do YouTube just for the fuck of it. So monetization is off, right? I imagine.
It's on.
No, there's no chance. You don't sell the ads. Like on YouTube, you cut the ads out, right? Because it's for fun. It's for a lot of fun. And by the way, we'll see how much fun Brendan is having later with posting the show. But like, why are you getting hung up on this? He just said like, oh, the people that watch Brendan Schaub show. He wasn't thinking of the analytics. He didn't. Moicano never said like the show that is mostly viewed on YouTube. They probably have no audio listeners. It was just a throwaway thing he did as he was leaving a podcast. Why are you getting obsessed with that part? Hey, we have a lot more audio listeners. Okay, man. No one said you didn't. It's all good.
Hold on. And the comedy special. Oh, you're talking about from 5 years ago?
Yeah.
This is so it's just like
Gringo Poppy was
He is
3 years ago, right?
He's separating himself from that. No, 30 years ago. Dog years, 200 years ago.
By the way, speaking of dog years, we might have to go back to the Moicano clip. Did he say anything about the comedy special?
He said nothing about the No, but this is what ChatGPT tells you to make fun of Brendan Schaub about.
But Brendan's like, so Gringo Poppy sucked. It's like, hey, no one said that, man. I mean, a lot of people have said it, but like right now, no one's saying it. Oh, so you think I was a terrible comic and it was bad of me to take a Showtime deal as early as I did? Oh, so that's what you're saying, huh? That I propped myself up as a real comedian, even though I put no real effort into it, huh? Is that what you're saying? It's like, easy, big fella. No one said any of this. What are you talking about?
And using the 5-year thing, that kind of makes his point. You know that one comedy special I did a decade ago? Yeah.
It wasn't 5 years ago even, but yeah, fine. The most recent comedy special you put out, people are allowed to make fun of that. It's the most recent thing you've done. So, yeah, what's the big deal? 5 years ago it was bad. That's using the 5 years ago thing. I think people get confused why we do that. Like you might say, like, oh, that tweet is from 10 years ago. Like it was people joked like that back then, and now it's been deemed unacceptable. Saying 5 years ago is like everyone loved Gringo Poppy when it came out. You'd be surprised it was so of the time. It was an amazing special, my Showtime special. It was fantastic. And then Gringo Poppy followed it up so nicely. But that's not what happened 5 years ago, Brendan, unfortunately. People were making fun of it then. They're making fun of it now. I don't know why you're putting this time capsule on it.
If you had to put everything on it, your house and everything, do we get another Brendan Schaub comedy special in this lifetime of ours?
God.
It might be a nice house. New roof, probably. You know,
I'm going to say yes.
Oh, amazing. I can't wait.
I think he's young enough. I think he makes a comeback to stand up at some point, which will, of course, result in him filming a special and going around and being like, this time I was ready to shoot a special. And I bet it'll be really good.
Well, all those people hanging on with cancer, whatever. Now you have something to live for, people.
Yeah.
Now it's something to hang on to.
Yeah, it's true.
Again, if you were going to come with this rebuttal, you got to do it at least within 24 hours. Otherwise, I'm out, bud. I'm not going to play your game.
Good. So then you're not responding to this. So we're not listening you respond to it.
Not playing the game, Mike.
He's like, hey, man, if you respond to it when you did, I'll never respond, which I'm not doing right now.
This is a non-response response.
I'm not bothered, and I'm not even responding to it. Those are the two things that are evident if you watch this clip of Brendan.
Gonna wait a fucking week, 10 days, however long this took to come up with this rebuttal. It has to be good. Then I'm like, all right, they took their time. They probably got some writers. Then I'm in. But when it's this, and listen, I like Moicano. Him not taking the money helps me out, helps the other fighters out. You're putting more money in my pocket. And Moicano, I hate to tell you, 99.9% of UFC fighters, alumni, current fighters, staff, anybody who works at the UFC is on my side. You're not going to find many fighters.
I don't even get. Maybe I just don't know who gives a shit? Obviously, Moicano is like, I don't need that money, so I'm turning it down. It's not my business. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Why is Brendan so invested in this?
Because he has a buying opportunity for Moicano. He could live in this place like 3 nights a year. It's a time.
I wish I could just take him aside, talk some sense into him.
Everyone thinks it's fucking stupid what you're doing. Now, again, I don't know Moicano, and I don't know how far the dollar goes in Brazil. Maybe he's set. Maybe he comes from family money.
Whatever it's bought him, it's paid off because now I know this guy is like the one guy not taking money.
I'm sure I could buy the village that Moicano comes from, but like the way he just looks down on anyone from another country is wild to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, they need writers and ChatGPT to figure. I mean, these people are uncivilized, Mike.
I like that he thought we kind of breezed by that. The fact that he thought Moicano must have had writers.
Yes.
For that zinger that he gave Brendan.
I think he was going to be a lawyer and dropped out of that to pursue fighting. So he's a smart dude.
Guy, yeah.
He's a very smart guy. And he's entertaining.
Well, remember you said he was dumb before?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if he's such a smart guy, which you're trying to backpedal now, maybe he knows what he's doing. Maybe he doesn't need that $200,000. I doubt Moicano turned down the $200,000 and then was like, oh, wait, that has the value of money? Fuck. Damn it! So I could spend it places? I didn't realize that.
I think Schaub just likes being around lawyers. He just loves lawyers.
Brendan, why didn't you pull me aside and explain to me that I could use that money to buy goods and services?
Great.
And here's the other thing. If you're going to respond and then make fun of me, how no one watches my show, or I can't podcast, can't do this stuff, blah, blah, blah.
He didn't say any of that. He didn't say no one watched it. He said, you think I'm dumb? Look at the people that watch Brendan Schaub's show. That's all he said. You can take that for what it is. Obviously, that means something to you because you've interpreted it as you're a terrible podcaster and nobody watches your show. Like, you've said all these things, Brendan. He didn't.
They're inside voices, Brendan. Those are inside voices.
Bud, to get your message out, you have to go on another man's show to reach me. I sit down over there in a chair for the last fucking 12 years and get my message out. And you saw it. It got to you. You have to call another grown man who's built their platform in near Hawaii, has a big platform, just to reach me, but I do it
My
from
guess
here.
is Moicano does a show talking about the UFC. This is an interesting story in that world. My guess is he said, hey, you want to come on the podcast to address some of this stuff? Or Moicano is being talked about in that circle a great deal. And he said, hey, Ariel, mind if I come on your podcast, clear this up? What? That's bad? Like, also, Brendan doesn't realize he's shitting on every guest he's ever had. Like, the idea that it's a bad thing to go on other people's podcasts is silly when you moved to Austin so you could get more guests on your dumb podcast, you fucking idiot. Sorry, Casey, what were you saying?
No, we heard Moicano say, like, my podcast where I try to be funny. Like, Moicano has a podcast. Just because Brendan doesn't listen to it.
Well, that's Brendan's point. That's Brendan's saying, your podcast is so worthless. You had to go on another man's podcast to get your point to me. And it's like, it's not really what happened. And it worked, by the way. You're reacting to it.
Brendan, I would never, ever see you if I didn't see you on another man's podcast. Don't be shitting on other men's podcasts. You would never be seen.
Well, right. Yeah, is the Schaub show, the show he does alone, is that as popular as the Golden Hour or Fighter and the Kid, the podcast he does with other men? Mm-hmm. Is the reason that we know Brendan Schaub because he was on the Joe Rogan Experience, another man's podcast? So shut the fuck up, you moron. Stop shitting on the what butters your bread, you idiot.
Yeah, you get naked with another man and wrestle for us. I mean, come on, man. What are you?
And you're making fun of me.
Wait, it might have been that he let it go and then Ariel asked him about it.
No.
No?
I mean, that's true. I guess he did bring it up at the end, but like, he's responding to something you said, Brendan.
Mm-hmm. The dumb one is the last one.
The gall of this man to respond. All right, so Brendan's saying, you think I'm the dumb one. You're the dumb one, which was his original accusation. Brendan's like, you've driven me to this. Now I'm going to call you dumb. It's like, no, that's how it started. Remember, Brendan?
That's current.
But wasn't he on Ariel when he said that?
Correct, Brian. That's the point. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah.
No, but did he go on?
Hold on. Yeah.
No, but he didn't go on.
Brian doesn't get it. Let me do this.
He didn't go
went on Ariel to address this.
You see how he talks to Callan?
Hey-o.
That's wild. The idea that that's their dynamic, that Brendan is the smart one in that grouping. That's nuts. That's the setup of their podcast. That Brendan is like the intellectual and Brian's the dope that he goofs on.
Yeah, he broke the third wall to be like, hey, everyone, isn't this Brian guy silly? Not
Brian doesn't get it. Brian just doesn't get it, guys. Look how stupid Brian is. When, by the way, Callan's trying to talk sense into him, he's like, isn't he kind of just responding to something you said? And he's like, you guys believe this fucking moron?
Yeah, he does this thing, Mike, where he like makes his hand like a phone, and then he's like answering it, like, "What's that, crowd? Yeah, Brian's an idiot." Like
Earth to Brian.
It's a pantomime thing.
Yeah,
it's fun. I'm sure he had some writers for this.
Only that?
He doesn't have a
did
fight
it go
coming
on
up.
there for other things?
He doesn't have a fight coming up.
Right.
So if you're going to go on shows, it's usually because you have something to promote, correct? A fight, maybe you
or
release
a
some
topic
brand
that people
or-
are really interested in that you want to address. Happens all the time. Not crazy.
Callan wants to be anywhere else but here right now.
I gotta
See
say,
his eyes.
I was not on that. I see videos where people are like, Brian seems like he hates Schaub, and Brian's been extraordinarily loyal to Brendan. You know what I mean? Like, and Brendan was disloyal to Brian at first, and then became loyal when he realized he needed him. But like, Brian's been very loyal to Brendan. I do think he's a good friend. I don't know how desperate he is to end that podcast, but like, when you find clips like I had to for this, you do start. I get what they're saying when they're like, "Boy, Brian seems checked out of this fucking thing."
Yeah, Brian seems like a guy at the end of a Scientology contract. Like, I put
Yeah.
in my billion years, I helped the church.
I try not. I try not to therapize these guys too much, but yeah, there is something going on where Brian doesn't seem fully invested.
Strangeline 7 says, I can't wait to use that phone thing in all of my arguments. I'm going to do the same thing. Anytime anyone makes a point that you don't like, you just answer a fake call from a group of people that think they're ridiculous.
I'll go. Brendan should add a little tag. Oh, Brian, the Brain Store called. They've got some in stock for you, buddy. Really nailed him there.
Another special's coming with a ego like that, Mike. You're 100% right.
There's some brand deal.
Yeah.
No, he went on another grown man show to get the message out because he can't do it from here. And then
Would you rather
have-
be on a child show, another grown man show? Should he be on the RIZZLER show? Going, Riz, I got to tell you something about this Brendan Schaub guy. You know, it's enough is enough here.
He is like minimizing it in a weird way. Like, why would you go on another man's show and respond to me trying to talk you out of taking $200,000? That just seems silly.
Which, by the way, like, I don't know how big Moicano is in the fight world, but like, say a smaller fighter or a comic or whatever that's friends with Brendan was like, hey, I'm getting attacked by this guy. Like, you know, people have me totally misrepresented on this story. Would you mind if I come on The Fighter and the Kid to talk about it? You're telling me Brendan would say to his friend, like, you need to come on another man's show to do that? You freak.
Gay.
Like, that's just seems like a kind of a natural thing to do. I don't know.
And he's trying podcasts, and everyone their mom is, right? Weird. Who's the first UFC fighter to do a podcast? Do you know who it is?
It was
Choice
you,
Gracie.
Brendan.
Right? So
was
he's
it?
going to launch.
Was
No,
it
I
not
just-
Brendan?
No, I just.
It'd be great if it wasn't Brendan.
A podcast. You're gonna call it "Show Me the Money," and then when they show you the money, you turned it down. Oh, but I'm the dumb one.
Oh, what is he, Dice?
But I'm the dumb.
Dice.
Oh
You
my
are the
God.
dumb one.
The cruel irony of Moicano hosting a show called Show Me the Money. I think maybe he means for prize fighting, not litigation. But, you know. I don't think he meant show me the money or I'll take you to court. I don't think that was the naming process of the show. But
I think he's just he loves Schaub loves lawyers. That's what I've learned today. Just loves being
he really
around
does.
them, loves talking about.
Well, it's a weird thing where like Brendan couldn't beat all of us up. And by us, I mean PF Chang's. Shout out to the homeless cats. People in comedy who have made fun of him. People in the YouTube chat, other fighters that have mocked him, Dana White. Brendan couldn't fight all of us. So what he did is like, next best thing, I'll take Unique to court. And that'll set a precedent and people won't mess with me anymore. And boy, has it been nothing but missteps just stepping on landmines every time he tried to sidestep another one.
That's right, Mike. You know what time it is?
Yay, super chats.
Got a few here for us.
So nice to have Craig here with us.
Yes, always. Also, an update on the poll I'll give you two here at the end of this.
Good.
Principled uncertainty. 10 lira, I believe that is. Theo is like an adorable child you adopted who will probably steal your wife.
Yeah, there is. I get the appeal of Theo for sure, and to be totally fair, that charm is why I enjoyed his Trump interview. The idea that he was like, "Oh man, I was sitting up all night like a river cat," or whatever the fuck he would say. There's something charming about that. It's just like when you're doing it with a cartoon character. Again, I get the irony. The cartoon character and a child. It's like, what are we doing here? Which is something I ask myself every morning.
Comedy. That's what we're doing. We're doing comedy. I come buckets $2. Won $300 on poker last night. Here's $2.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that percentage.
I think you need to go on another man's show and complain about not getting.
I come buckets is on with Tukey right now. Pathetic.
And GSDLMJ $5. Oddly enough, Moicano is a follower of the same hyper-specific economic school of thought as Dave Smith. He is a well-read in Austrian economics.
I suppose.
Never again, people. Never again.
That's right.
All right. Is it that time, Mike?
Oh, toe already? Feels like that flew by.
It did.
All right. So let's toe it up, I suppose. When I hear Steel Toes had quite a week, my ears perk up. Because I say that must mean something for the goal. But I got sad news, Casey. There's no goal this week.
What?
So we're not there. Aaron wasn't talking about the goal, so we're not talking about the goal. So I guess what we're going to do today is do a Steel Toes segment, but we're not talking about the goal. So I just want to make that very clear. And if you want to don't us, hey, listen. Hey, I'm nothing if I'm not fair. So if you want to donate to us not talking about the goal, that would help us a long way. And to make it clear, we're not talking about the goal today because Aaron didn't do it. So when I watched Steel Toe, I couldn't find any clips of him talking about the goal. And these are all the clips I didn't find because this was a no-goal week. It's crazy to hit another perfect week without mentioning the goal. And so we're not going to mention the goal here on this program. So that's something important. I don't want anyone to mention the goal in the chat. If you super chat us and mention the goal, it better be about how we're not mentioning the goal this week because we're not talking about it. So plain and simple, Aaron went a different route this week. He wasn't talking about the goal. Earlier in the week, he was talking about the goal. And I didn't like how that felt. So let's start with Tuesday, where he begrudgingly mentioned the goal a little bit. And then after this, we'll stop mentioning the goal because Aaron doesn't talk about the goal. So we'd be silly to talk about the goal. We're not going to talk about it.
She got what she needs. All right, guys, let's go. It's officially 1/2 hour left. It's going to get Beggy up in this bitch. $75 away from today's goal. Everybody throwing in. If we get all hands on deck here, I
gotta say, this is a nice little palate cleanser because when we get into not talking about the goal, we're gonna miss these clips where he is talking about the goal. So I'm glad we got a little taste of him. I'm cheating a little bit. I know we're not talking about the goal today, but we're just listening to him talk about the goal early on.
Electra called him the St. Cloud skin tag. I like that. I don't know.
Okay. All right, and we're gonna knock out today's goal. It's been going well. We had a nice rally. We got it right down there. So let's finish it up and crush this thing. Please and thank you. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Let's get going. Brian says Riding Dirty Llama says more stock for Johnny's exotic meat market.
Good stuff.
Again, that I don't have an exotic meat market.
You don't,
even
sir.
If I did,
this is every chat, by the way. If you're wondering what Aaron's show is like, they read a chat that's like goofing on something they said earlier. And they're like, what the, but I don't even, come on, you guys, what the heck? I don't even have an exotic meat market, you jokesters. It's how they react to every chat. It is exhausting.
Ugh, though, that's not an exotic.
That wouldn't be exotic.
That's low.
Like, fucking,
if you
now
ask me,
now I'm just a white guy pretending he's China Star. Woo.
Yeah, I feel like that's low.
Dog's not exotic.
Yeah, that's lowbrow meat. For me, I mean, that's that I would be disappointed if you did that. All right, we need your money. $75 away. Let's get it down to 0. Thanks, guys.
All right, we need your money. That's why I felt it was worth suffering through the one time Johnny spoke on the show. Johnny opens his mouth. Aaron's not even listening, and then he goes, "All right, we need your money." There is not even a sales pitch at this point. He's like, all right, fork it over. Come on. What do you say? We need your money. What do you get in return? I don't know. I guess that's in the eye of the beholder. But point is, we need it. Fork over your money. So that's it. We're done talking about the goal. But I do have some other errand stuff I do want to get into. So let's stop talking about the goal here, and we'll get into some other aspects of Aaron's show.
Wednesday.
Yeah, so on Wednesday, like, listen, maybe he mentioned the goal once this week, but like by Wednesday we're kind of done. This is a no-goal week, so we're not really talking about it.
Goal. Come on. Let's go. Let's do it. I don't want to do it this way today. $80 away. Everybody get in and chip in right away, right now. Let's finish it up. Thank you, Doggo Doesn't Die. That's huge of you, buddy. Everybody who gets gifted a membership, gift one back. Throw one back in. $80 away. Make it happen today. Make it happen, and I'll be a happy boy. All right? Great show today, guys.
Yeah, happy boy. By the way, who is that of any worth to? Throw some money, and here's the payoff, guys. I'll be a happy boy. Isn't that exciting for you? Like, I'm sure when you saw the list of topics today, you folks watching, you didn't think, oh, this one could be interesting, or I have less interest in this, or you were just thinking, as long as Mike's happy, I'm happy. You know, like that's really what matters. As long as I don't give a fuck about Howard Stern, but if Mike's having fun talking about it, that's where I get off as a viewer, and that's how Steel Toe is, where they're like, "Hey, I want to make Aaron happy. How do I do that? He needs our money, so we'll do." This is a no goal week still, so this is just him kind of like reminding us that the goal exists, but he's not really even mentioning it, which I appreciate. This part doesn't look desperate at all, which is kind of nice.
Follow everything else. Redbird with $1.
I always like the transitions. Where it's like,
make sure I keep him in now.
We need your money. All right, Redbird with $1. Like he settles back into normalcy.
At the beginning, I didn't understand that, but now it's my favorite part.
It's my favorite part. We don't spend a lot of time on it, but the transitions are my favorite part. Where he goes from this like manic energy. Come on, we need your money, please, for the love of God. All right, let's see. We got $1 coming in here, and they're saying that I'm gay. Very good. That's good stuff. But actually, I'm not gay. Come on, guys, why are you doing that?
Give me that money. Let's see what Tucker Carlson has to say. That transition, if you did a whole show of those transitions, I'd watch that. That'd be fucking awesome.
So enough is enough. People make fun of the goal. You can see examples of other days in the week where like it gets a little ugly. When we get to Thursday, enough is enough. Mm-hmm. We're not talking about the goal anymore. So cease, folks in the chat. The goal is done. I hope Electra, pave the roads, or whatever Aaron said.
Yes, clear the roads. Yes.
Clear the roads, because we're not doing any goal talk. God damn it,
Mike, you can't see it, but and I'm sure people have mentioned it, but there is something on this man's head I've never seen.
Oh no, he mentions it throughout the episode. It's part of his character now. It's fun. It's like, hey, I got a boil on my head. It's fun.
Growing a horn.
Yeah.
I will say that the people who don't like Steel Toe, the thing they seem to have in common is that they're very sensitive, offended very easily, kind of the cancel culture type.
That is me. That's true.
I'm happy to be.
That's a big thing of mine where I'm always like, silence these voices. They're just going on saying anything. It's crazy. Cancel culture type. That's how Aaron has read this. That we're like, boy, YouTube should really step in. Like, they're a private company, you know? Like they can make decisions. They should get Aaron's channel off. That's really what I think that's the focus of this little piggy every week. Is they're like, how do we get this man off the air? It's not that we have a lot of fun goofing on him. I would genuinely be sad if Aaron stopped broadcasting because it would mean there are no more goals. Like there were no goals Thursday. So I didn't know what to do with myself. I definitely don't have a bunch of clips of him because he wasn't talking about the goal.
In my pond, and if you're in that one, and I feel pretty superior. Welcome to the program. It's going to be a great show. I have good vibes. I have good feelings about today.
Me too.
I just do. You know why? Because it's our final goal-oriented morning show of the week, and we've hit all of our goals. I want to say thank you to Dalton with $10 over on PayPal, Bradley with $25 over on PayPal, and Adam with $25 on Venmo yesterday. After the evening show ended, we did end up with a win for the toe.
Oh my
We did
God!
not
Thank
beg
goodness.
yet.
So for anyone that's not totally clear on this, the evening show ended, and oh my God, we didn't meet the goal. That's actually not true though, because there's other money that we can say, oh, well, that's just, I found money. That means we hit the goal. The goal knows not time.
Goal is timeless.
Time is a man-made construct, and the goal lives outside of that. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Now, you might ask yourself then, Mike, why is there a countdown for the goal? Why does it seem like we have to hit the other mini goals every hour, which those hours apply to time? And I say those are silly questions. Because it doesn't matter when goals are hit as long as they are, in fact, hit. The goal lives outside of these boundaries that the common man puts on himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, photons of light, Mike, do not experience time. They are constantly moving at the speed of light. That's where goal lives.
Yes,
goal lives constantly at the speed of light.
Couldn't have said it better.
Yesterday,
you did say it better.
We just said we're going to take whatever we get. We're going to ask. We're going to let you know. But there's been too much begging this week. Way too much begging. So we're going to cut that out. And last night, we may not have knocked it out while we were on the air, but we did. The universe provides, as the great Gino Bisconti says, and we did end up.
That's a great man to quote. He's very wise. That's a great man to keep referring to on your show. You should stand by everything he says, Aaron. I think that's smart.
Perfect week intact. Bradley with 25, Adam with 25, Dalton with 10 says towards last night's goal. Hopefully, I'm not alone in getting
last
you
night.
Over that.
It came in the next day. So I can go back and be like, hey, the goal you missed last August, you didn't miss it, buddy. Here's a few dollars.
That's amazing. I'm going to need a list of all the goals ever, where we came in short, how I can help, maybe 50 cents at a time. This is a subscriber plan now.
Don't think you've ever run out of time to give to the goal. If you're like, fuck, it's 10:30. I missed my window, or whatever time the show ends. If you're like, I missed my window, God damn it. Never too late, buddy.
We need a national debt clock of running total goal misses and how much we still owe.
You know what I say about Venmo and PayPal? Open 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
It's the nice thing.
Yeah, that's true. YouTube does shut. They do close.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Last 50. Thank you so much. So, the universe provided. I said no fucking begging or being desperate.
How about just those three people provided? Maybe the universe didn't get involved with this one.
Two of the fake names and one of the real ones that I just said they provided.
That. We've had enough of that this week. It's exhausting for me. It ruins the quality of the show for you. So you know what? Today we live and die by whatever you feel like throwing at the toe.
Whatever.
Cosmically, I think we've earned ourselves a perfect week.
Cosmically,
well, of course. I think.
Of course you've earned my money. There's no doubt about that. I mean, of course, and cosmics have to get involved.
It's not narcissistic to think that the cosmos is thinking about you, is it, Mike?
Really, God is sitting up there saying, I mean, Aaron deserves a goal, but the man says it's even out of my hands at this point. We've got to let the chips lie as they may. So we're all just relaxing, and whatever happens, happens, brother. Ain't no thing. Now, does Aaron deserve it? I mean, of course. I mean, come on, let's not tickle each other's cocks here. The man deserves it. There's no doubt about that. No ifs, ands, or buts.
I mean, if you want to go against the cosmos and every piece of particle that's in the cosmos, then yeah, feel free. But
listen, man, obviously, Aaron deserves it. Sometimes I look at my bank account and I think, God, this should be in Aaron's bank account. Why is it sitting here in mine? Aaron, he's just so deserving. All he does for us, and I'm left with money? How is that possible? I say, by God, it's just not right. But hey, that doesn't mean that's how it's going to happen. you know? And I appreciate Aaron understanding that, which is kind of nice.
I sometimes stare at Saturn's rings and think, what do they think about Aaron?
Listen, sometimes other people get money. Is it fair? Of course not. Aaron deserves it. Aaron deserves all of our money. But fair isn't always fair, you know?
He is a black hole. Hell.
I think we've earned your contributions, but we're going to see. I think we lost a few memberships.
Oh, no.
And I think we're 80. Well, didn't lose them. They expired. But 87
Thank
away
God.
from.
They've been recovered. For a second, I was worried that we lost them, but they just expired. Thank goodness.
Never leave a membership soldier behind, Mike.
It is nicer, like when you have a loved one and the doctor says they've expired. It's like, oh, that's the nicer way to phrase that. Thank you.
But did they have a membership? We can maybe save them.
I'll keep their credit card open forever if they can keep paying Aaron. We're about to get into some math here that I'm not totally familiar with. There's a lot of numbers floating around in Aaron's world. Is 87 away from 400. Not quite sure what we're talking about. I think he means we're almost at 400 members. I don't know why that's the goal, but that is yet another mini goal inside of this goal that doesn't exist, by the way. I know I'm saying goal, but there is no goal today. I just want to be clear about that.
It's a Russian doll's nest of goals that don't exist today.
No, the goal is not a thing, but there are goals worth hitting still, even though we're not doing the goal today.
Even when goal is gone, the essence of goal lingers. I think.
Absolutely. Yeah.
100 today. That's where we're at. So throw in a couple of bucks. We appreciate it. It's been, statistically, it's been a down week.
I want to see a stripper take this whole thing on. And just, you go to the strip club and she's like, the universe says you guys got to throw on. It's been a great show. You see like a lot.
Now, I'm no scholar. I'm certainly no statistics major. He's going to get into some statistics here. I find a little questionable. You guys may not. Let's see if we can wrap our heads around them.
For the toe. We've knocked out all the goals, which is good.
Okay, go back.
Well,
that is good.
I want to hear something in full context here. Go back just a bit. Because he says, statistically, this is a down week. We've hit all our goals. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about then, Aaron.
But it's,
what,
Mike,
what other metrics are we going by?
You don't get it, Mike. You just don't get it. It's not about hitting the goal. It's by how much you hit the goal.
Oh,
and
we usually rock over past. This was more limping. All right, let me get a statistics lesson.
I actually have a question for you. If the goal is 300 and he gets 305, he does take that 5 and put it on the Knights, right? Or does that just disappear?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes there's money that, this will go towards tomorrow's goal or tonight's goal. Not always, though. It kind of depends. Well, you don't get statistics. Let's crunch the numbers here.
Okay. But 87 away from 400 today. That's where we're at. So throw in a couple of bucks. We appreciate it. It's been, statistically, it's been a down week for the toe. We've knocked out all the goals, which is good.
What numbers are we going by then, might I ask?
We're undefeated for the season, statistically down, though.
That's like saying, quarterly earnings come in, revenue through the roof, way over expectations. And we're losing money. So how did that happen?
CEO's got a little bit of a habit.
But let's end it on a strong note. You will notice we're using Rumble Studio today. I do want your feedback on that. Don't hate it just because it's Rumble Studio.
Yeah, enough, guys. Come on. Stop it. I know all of you are constantly in Aaron's chat going, oh, what are you using? Rumble Studio, idiot. Durr. Enough. That's enough already. The man, I know he's perfect. And you work at finding a flaw in this man. He's one of the great broadcasters of our time. It takes a lot of effort. But enough shitting on Rumble Studio. I won't stand for it. All right? It's malarkey.
Mike, we're going to do some not begging next.
Okay, good. I'm done with the begging. I'm sure Aaron is too. It's enough. We're done talking about the goal. No more begging. So this is probably our last clip, I would imagine.
We have 10 more. Or 6 more, sorry.
Jeez, I wonder what we're talking about. This is going to suck. We're talking about Aaron with no begging? That's a shame. All right, well, let's see.
All right, they want me to do this Nick Fuentes thing. Here's the deal. I will do the Nick Fuentes thing.
Oh, come on, Aaron.
Pants
Don't hold us
Maestro,
hostage.
attaboy.
Please. Please do it for Pants Maestro.
My bus specialist. Here's the deal. I will do the Nick Fuentes thing.
Thank you.
If we get that $40 by 9:30.
Damn! I thought there was no catch. I thought we were gonna do the Nick Fuentes thing free of charge, and I thought, God, how did we get so blessed? I didn't realize it was gonna cost me $40 to hear Aaron go. That's pretty crazy what Nick Fuentes is saying, huh? It's a mere pittance. It's barely a price to pay for such a glorious treat that we get. But it does seem to me like there's still I was going to say something crazy. I'm sorry. Should I even? Well, you guys won't judge me, right? I'm free to kind of talk about whatever here.
Judgment-free zone, Mike.
It kind of seemed like when he said, "Give me $40 to talk about Nick Fuentes," kind of felt like that was money that was going to go towards the goal. Is that? Now that I've said it, I'm a little embarrassed. But is that what that seems like, or no?
Well, now I'm confused because what would the money be for if not for?
Right, there's no goal. So,
no.
And to be clear, he's not begging. So, $40, is that, maybe that's something different. I'm thinking of like U.S. currency, like money. But maybe he means something else when he says, give me $40. I just don't know the ins and outs of the show that well. So, we're paying him $40 to hear him nod along as Nick Fuentes says something racist.
And then have it not appear
treat.
to take off any money for a goal that doesn't exist.
Yeah, there's no goal. Don't even say that. There's no goal. We're not talking about the goal anymore. So what is this? God, maybe you'll explain it. That's foolish for me to stop him like this.
Positive day, no begging.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, good. I was right. No, there's no... This is a positive day. Positive vibes only. So there's no begging today. All right, I was worried for a second. When he brought up... It was just a weird thing when he brought up money and us giving him money that I thought he was kind of begging. I shouldn't even say that. I'm sorry. But let's continue. As he said, there's no begging. All right.
I'll do this Nick Fuentes black people rant that somebody wanted me to do. If we can get to $75.
Hold on, let me get out my wallet. Hold on, shit.
What a treat.
By 9:30, because that's a very hittable number for the last hour of the program. So,
and it's only $40.
Very hittable. I'm a 6 at a bar at 2 a.m. I'm just very hittable.
Can you think of it this way? You meet a friend out for dinner or something, and you say, "Boy, did you see this Nick Fuentes clip?" And he's like, "Yeah, I saw it." And you're like, "God, I love your take on it. You know, you're a good friend of mine. I find your take so interesting." And your buddy goes, "Well, as usual, fork over 2 20s. What do you say?" "I'll give you my take. Just $40. Come on, lay it on the table." What? $40? What are you staring at me for? It's a $40 opinion, I assure you.
Labs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Everybody, all hands on deck. I appreciate everything you're doing today.
All hands on deck. Hurry! Honey, get in here. Bring the kids. We need everybody for this one.
I appreciate what you're doing here today. What are we doing? There's no goal. What are we doing? I'm so...
all
do I
hands
give? Do
on
I not
deck.
give?
And to be clear, Aaron tells us he has thousands and thousands of people watching him. So to get that $40, you need literally everyone to contribute.
Oh my God, the game of Twister he does to tell you his numbers. Well, over here on Facebook,
The audience is massive. The audience is massive. And if every single person donates, we'll have about $40 at the end of this.
So much. Throw it in there and we'll do the Nick Fuentes thing. The second that $75 number hits,
You
start
better
with the
don't tease me like that, Aaron. You better be serious. If I give you $40, it better be that second, because I can't live another minute without hearing what you think about Nick Fuentes talking about black people.
Mike, you ever hear stories about people that score baseball games, go into the baseball game on their day off where they don't need to score the game and they're scoring the game because it's in their blood?
Yeah.
He's doing a non-goal, but he can't because it's in his blood. So he has
to be clear, I know it's confusing. This is not the goal that we're talking about. This is just give me $40.
He just showed up on his day off. You know, he's just
come on. There's no goal today, but just Give me $40. Come on.
I mean, if you're here, I'll open the stand and accept your money. But no need.
Fuentes thing.
20s, man.
If 9:30 hits and we haven't gotten to $75, or you throw in $40 and tell me not to do the Nick Fuentes thing.
Now this is very confusing. Wait, hold on. What if Casey gives $40 and wants to hear the Nick Fuentes thing, and I give you $40 and I
got a bidding war,
and I don't want to hear the Nick Fuentes thing?
I would love to see a bidding war on this.
All right, it's worth 50 to not hear it.
I have 60 goes to Butthole Burner for $60. We got
I'll delete it. I'll just close it out.
Just close it out. What a war! Oh, and I gotta tell you, what a war took place for this precious airtime. Whether or not we hear about Nick Fuentes.
Now a huge HACKRIDE fan, Adam Bush.
Okay, good, because obviously we're not talking about the goal, so that's done. And I assume that's what the rest of these clips are probably about Adam Bush. I'll tell you the result of this after, I guess. If maybe you're aware of it, you've already heard it. But if you're not aware, this is Aaron speaking directly to Adam Bush. So earlier in the program, he made sort of a veiled shot at Adam Bush, kind of referred to some actor that's been on a lot of podcasts lately. And doggone it, wouldn't you know Adam Bush was in the chat? Son of a bitch.
He gets around that one.
Good one. Oh, Adam was watching. Adam was watching and picked it up.
Right into my web, Mr. Bush. I've got you right where I want you.
Oh my God, the way he reacted to that. What do you think, Alexa?
Gay.
Right? Thank you. Busted, Adam. You've gone right into my plan.
Pegged, buddy. Not like the producers of the show. I don't mean like that. But boy, did I...
Hey, maybe Adam was raped. Nice, got him.
Hollywood rapes kids. $40, I'll finish this joke.
Got his ass.
God, it's
yeah, and if you'd like more Adam Bush rape humor, just fork over $40. There's no goal today, but give me $40 and we'll talk about Adam Bush getting railed.
To cold turkeys in the spring. Adam with $10 says, nice subliminal jab. So I have nothing else to talk about? No, you don't. Thank you for proving my point. You are just so fast.
Adam Bush talk much more about Stuttering John than Steel Toe, but okay, whatever.
Fascinating that I need to make the rounds to talk about you. Yes, thank you for proving my point by repeating it back to me word for word, sweetheart.
Adam, you fool.
Sweetheart.
I'll just ask something kind of totally off topic, but you remember, like, we've had Luis J. Gomez in the chat here before. But it happened to be right when we were talking about him. It was weird.
Yeah.
And Anthony Cumia, same thing. Anthony's been commenting. That can't be Anthony. He's still commenting on our Opie videos.
Yeah, no, it is. At least, you know.
But what do I say every time that happens? You're like, hey, Luis Gomez is in the chat. What's my response, Casey?
It is to say, well, that can't be the real guy. Minimize.
Are you sure? I say, are you sure that's him?
Yeah.
And there might be a reason that I do that. But let's continue.
You're a gaslighter. Oh, God, you're such a jaded girl. You know I've never met you or never spoken to you, but boy, are you on my dick. Like you were on producer cock to get a small bit in a TV show, and now you're begging me for relevance. Oh, dude, it's not good. Can't wait for August 29th. Here's some petty cash. Bro, neither can I. Oh, really? Talk about
oh, my God. Is Adam all right? Did Adam take his life after this? Because he is getting owned in this exchange.
No one's heard from him since. We all fear the worst.
Oh, poor Adam.
Gaslit by those guys thinking that's a good thing? Oh, dude, I am sorry. Let's just say this. I'm the only person involved in this thing who does believe that disseminating people's photos without their permission is bad.
Didn't he?
Sorry, Adam.
Doesn't he have a legal case about that? Didn't he do that?
He did.
I'm a little confused.
Yeah, no, this is.
I'm the only one who thinks the thing I did is bad.
Good point. Getting out in front of it, Mike. That's a Tell people about your tiny penis before they discover.
Long behind it, I would say. I would say like a year into the case, probably.
No, Mike, that's what you do. You lead from behind, Mike. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
You backed the wrong horse, pal. But thank you for proving my point.
Hey.
Got him. Adam, this isn't for you, buddy. This isn't for you.
Oh,
you see how...
Toe, he's already dead. Stop. The man is on the floor. He's bleeding out, Aaron. You can't keep doing this.
Not in front of his family,
Oh,
Aaron.
my God. He's crucifying this guy. It's enough already.
Nice Lindsay Lohan looks now because she just gave it up and said, hey, I had a good run. It was fine.
Topical reference.
Now you're hanging out with club-footed retards and pedos. Although, coming from Hollywood, you're probably more comfortable hanging around the pedo.
Damn! My guys, Carl and Patrick, getting shrapnel from this. This is devastating. This is tough to watch him go off like this and take no prisoners.
I'm a broken man from this.
Oh, my God, my poor guy. Well, let him finish first.
It's probably a good way to get over any kind of trauma you might have. Keep sucking that super chat dick like it's a vampire on a girl's neck, buddy. You're doing the Lord's
well-delivered
work.
line.
Ladies and gentlemen.
They do go for the neck, Mike. It's factual.
It was good. It was well worth the Buffy the Vampire Slayer reference.
Mm-hmm. And for $35 more, you could get some more. I'll give you some interview from the vampire. You guys like Lestat? I got some on Lestat. $40.
Oh, good. We'll read Adam's IMDb for $40.
Gentlemen, we got Adam. Oh, and by the way, if you're asking who's Adam, it's the same thing Hollywood producers say.
He did not just go there. Oh, my God.
Dude. Do you hear the crowd cheering, Mike? I mean, he got him.
Yes, as they should be. They're going nuts. He's owning this man.
I love that he heard it. I called it out perfectly, and his ego would not let him refrain from responding.
Oh, this is
Fuck,
amazing.
I am too good at this.
He is so good. I can't hate. I hate it so much. I hate how good he is at this.
This man is insane. He just had a whole conversation, a fight that no one else was involved in, and he won it. Now he's parading around like,
Frustrating to watch. It's frustrating to watch because I'm just like, why can't I do that? God damn it. When Adam Bush insults me, I take it like a little girl, like a scared little girl. And I just wish I could channel what Aaron is doing here. It's so original and unique and interesting. It's not just like the first thing he knew about Adam he grabbed for. Like, these are really deep cuts that I'm sure Adam has never heard before. And that's going to be so tough to deal with. There's no way he keeps going.
He needs a shovel to get to the low-hanging fruit he finds. It's not on the ground. He's got to go to the ground for it.
Damn, I am too solid at this.
Yes.
I underestimate
I like that he backed
myself.
off. Before he was good. Now he's like, I'm solid. Now let's not get crazy.
Solid. Yeah. C+. B-.
Ghost Crusaders Gaming says, that was me, not Adam. No, I disagree.
Well, unfortunately, Steel Toe, you can disagree all you want. It wasn't Adam.
I'm going to leave you and live with this guy, Nick. No, I disagree. No, I'm going to be doing that.
I disagree. I assume people in the chat may have already known this, but it wasn't Adam Bush.
Oh, no.
So it was just some guy.
Got him. Got him.
Aaron unloaded on this guy and then goes, oh, yes, I'm so good at this. It wasn't Adam.
That might be the greatest steel toe clip if I had to show someone, like, what is steel toe? All right, well, this guy is not there, but he thinks he's there. And then you watch this 30 seconds, you're like, I hate that man.
Yeah, it wasn't Adam. And then not only is it not Adam, he goes, I disagree.
I disagree. Sir, the Russians have launched nuclear weapons. They're heading towards America. We're all going to die. I disagree.
Let's finish this clip, and I'll tell you how Aaron combated this when people started pointing it out.
I disagree. You owned yourself. $95 away from today. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, people are writing in the chat. Who?
Nice. Even the chat is owning this motherfucker. Now, $95 away from what? I'm a little distracted.
What?
Now, there's no gold today. Hold on. What was $95? Well, we're talking about something else. I'm a little distracted, but so people started pointing this out in the chat. They're like, "Hey, it wasn't Adam Bush, just so you know." And the next day, it got to the point where Aaron had to address this. People were like, "Hey, why'd you went off on Adam Bush? It wasn't him. You were responding to nothing." And Aaron goes, "Dude, I was messing with you guys."
Oh my God!
You believed that? I was fucking with you. I was messing with you. He just went off on that. He's a rape victim, which I guess you owned him there. Said he's sucking off a clubfoot guy and a pedophile. One of those seems like a worse accusation. I can't tell which. But like he's going off on Adam, and it just wasn't him. And he's like, yeah, no, I was kidding.
Gotcha.
Really? Because you said you were the greatest at that. God, I'm too solid at this. Oh, I'm so good at this. I'm just fucking around though. You know? Why do you guys take it so seriously? That was my favorite part. Is he goes, "Oh, you guys took that seriously?"
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't think we were the ones taking that seriously.
that part right there, that is the hook that would actually make this a funny like Saturday Night Live character. Like
Yes.
you could write this as a Saturday Night Live character where he's like, "Oh, you guys believe that?"
That guy, you're listening to that clip, and you're telling me you thought I was serious. Okay. I guess I can't help you then.
Got him. His name is Got Him Guy. Got him. Everything is he gets him even when he gets got.
Yes, just it's John Lovett's character.
Yeah. All right, we're at the power of positivity.
Okay, good, because there's no goal. So I think it's important we remain positive in these trying times. Like you guys, you're probably snapping out there. You're breaking. You're like, no goal. What are we gonna do? And I'm here to cure you, or really, Aaron is. Let's all don't freak out. Okay, let's stay positive here.
The RIZZLER, $90 away from today's goal. Thank you guys so much. I really hope we hit 0 today. That would be super awesome. And we have a perfect week, and we end it on a day where it's not a begging day. We just,
good.
Hey, let's do it.
Oh, so this isn't a begging day. I just want to give people a little insight into my process here. I fast forwarded the first clip we saw where he's like, "No begging today." I said, well, that's a shame. Maybe I'll go to the end and see if there's any. The rest of these clips are from the final hour of the program. I skipped 3 hours. So I have no idea how often he does this. But it's important to remember this isn't mentioning the goal. And this isn't begging. This is just staying positive, brother.
Hey, I just want to be proven wrong. I just want to see a day. Like, I want us to hit it. I want the smiles to allow more goal hitting than the franticness.
Yeah.
And I really hope that's true. I really
good,
hope
because
it
we're
works
all
out
smiling with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. That's the best part of the goal for me, is when I think of all those bright faces out there smiling. From all ages, children to the elderly. Everyone's like, oh, right. Aaron's hitting the goal. And that's what's most important, I think. Say what you want about Aaron's brilliant political insight, or when he owns trolls like we just did to that maggot Adam Bush. But, say what you will. My favorite part is thinking of, wow, Pants Maestro must be elated right now. I bet Pants Maestro is so happy that we've hit the goal. And so I appreciate Aaron kind of paying it forward with his own positivity.
Away today. I mean, if we take an L, we take an L, but we don't have to, man. So everybody throw in a little bit. Let's hit that last 90. Got 40 minutes left. Let's go. We got it down so far, man. You guys have done such a great job today. I'm so happy.
Oh, thanks. This is working so well. I'm used to the guy that's saying, I guess we do a fucking dog shit show today. But here he's saying, I've been a good boy. Oh, well, if I've been so good, Aaron, here's some of my money. Thank you. Thank you for calling me good.
I think we've learned that goal is also a phantom limb. When you cut it off, it doesn't matter. Still there. Still gonna.
Is this not the most transparent thing you've ever witnessed? He's like, oh, no. Oh, you guys are the best. Oh, I really like you guys. That's how stupid he thinks his audience is. Mm-hmm. That he's like, oh, me being good right now? You think I'm being good, Aaron? Thank you so much. Okay, here's some money.
I feel manipulated, Mike. He tells me to believe a story, and I believe it. The next day he comes on, it's like, you believe that?
This is not a manipulative guy, and I know that because he said that a bunch. So,
oh, never mind then. If you say it, it's like you got to say you're a cop if you're selling me drugs.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Just push that last little bit forward, and let's hit it. I thank you guys very much.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome, buddy.
So
that's good.
Teamwork makes the dream work is next, Mike.
Teamwork towards what? What are we gonna? Okay, I'm in. All right, what are we working towards today, Aaron? Why don't you tell us? Maybe we're helping you with show prep. There's no goal, so like, what do we? All right, I'm in. What are we doing? Part of the team.
That. All right, $85 away from today's goal, guys.
What? What goal? Oh, I'm an idiot. He's talking about the goal he's not talking about today. So, like, if there were a goal, we would be $85 away. But he's not mentioning that. I get it now. Okay, all right. Let's hear him not mention the goal then. What's he going to talk about?
$85. I think you've got this. I think you all ought to be teaming up and throwing in 5 apiece. I think we all got to be throwing in.
All right, I got an idea. How about the buddy system? I called Casey. Me and Casey are together. You guys pick your buddies. Everyone in the chat, get your buddies together, and then you'll talk like maybe it's a 70-30 split. Maybe it's 50-50. You know, like how are you going to divvy up the money that you give to Aaron? And then all of our duos, all of these pairings will get together, and then we'll look at the money we've come up with, and we'll add it up, and maybe it'll hit a number, not a goal per se, but like a total amount that we've all been working to hit. That's what I think we could call it, maybe.
This really reminds me of me walking around the fraternity in college, asking anyone who wants 5 to throw it in a bag. And so Aaron is like a drug dealer who's telling his users, hey, guys, get together. Yeah, I know individually you can't afford a bag, but if you all throw your money together,
that was teamwork. What you were doing was teamwork. You were getting with your teammates for a greater good.
Memberships and get this. It's really easy if we all just go together. If we all just go at the same time and don't wait for someone else.
We all go down together.
That my greatest hang up is because I'm going to reveal something here. I've never donated towards the goal. As much as I love it.
Oh, what?
I've actually never given towards the goal. And it's because I have one person in particular in mind, and I'm waiting for them to start first. I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want to influence them. You know, if they're not ready, that's fine. But, like, I'm looking at someone and I'm like, they're not giving to the goal yet. Should I? No, not yet. But I kind of appreciate, because I'm coming around on this, Aaron's letting me know, like, hey, the pool is open for everyone. You know, we don't segregate here. You know, all are welcome into my pool, just as long as you're bringing your wallet with you. Come on in. Water's fine, baby. And that does ease my tension a little bit.
Yeah, no, we do segregation during the Tucker Carlson segment. Then we get back to where everyone's together.
Yes, when his crowd is chanting the N-word. That's when some aren't welcome, but all are welcome to donate.
But inward money, bring it on in, baby.
Let's do it, baby. Let's go. You got it.
He's doing the impression of us.
He is. I just did that.
Let's go, baby. Come on. What do you say? Ain't no thing. Let's do it, brother.
When the goal's hit, I'm bummed when it's not, but you know what? No begging today.
I'll tell you what, though, Aaron, it's not noticeable.
He's code switching on us.
You know, sure, if I'd make fun of the way he's saying it, I guess. But what I'm noticing are the words, the man behind that emphasis that he's putting on. And I'm saying, like, it doesn't show that he gets worried when we don't hit the goal. He has been a firm hand on the wheel, steady, ice in his veins. He doesn't show. If he's nervous about that goal coming in, he never shows it. And I don't even know what I'm talking about because we're not talking about the goal today.
There's no goal.
Yeah, there's no goal.
It's a phantom limb of a goal that he keeps talking about, but it's not there. We
look. It's not. You're focused on the wrong thing. There's no goal today. We're just talking about an amount of money that we could all like pool together, and it doesn't really matter how much, but there is kind of a minimum. You know.
Sometimes we sound like Rakim.
Yeah.
Be all smiles. And we do this every day. You know, it's down at like 7-something. I ain't getting frustrated today. Let's roll. I believe in you guys.
Let's roll.
Let's roll, yeah.
You ever seen Ever seen Swordfish?
Reward the belief. That's all. Reward the positivity.
Reward the belief. So I'm saying here, this is great. So I'm saying like, hey man, I don't care if you give me money. I just love you guys. Reward me for saying that. I don't know, monetarily, let's say. I should be rewarded for saying I don't care about money. I don't give a fuck about money. Now, to show your appreciation for that, why don't you give me some money? What do you say?
It's like a digital applause. I can't hear you clap, so you can give me the money. It's like you're clapping for me.
And just to be really clear, the real reward is like, I'm not mentioning the goal right now. So reward me for not mentioning the goal. And then I'll add up some amount. I don't know what it is. And I'll say a number. And that number will either be greater or less than another number I have in mind. And that's, to be clear, that's not a goal. That's silly if you're thinking that.
Oh, and if I sound like Sir Mix-a-Lot when I'm doing this, maybe you just won't understand.
Hey, brother, whatever. Come on, let's go. Let's roll.
I believe in you guys. Reward the belief. That's all. Reward the positivity.
Don't you remember when Jesus did that? He's like, guys, you follow me around, you believe my nonsense. Now just pay up a little bit. That's all.
Reward the belief. To what end?
You look.
I believe in you guys. To do what? Give me money? So reward that. Yes. Hey, I also believe, if this is being rewarded, I might as well hop in. I believe that all of you have some amount of money. And I believe you could give it to me. So what do you say? Come on, prove it. Reward that belief. I believe in all of you so much.
Listen, I don't want to require tax documents, so I'm going to choose to believe that you can give me this money.
I believe that all of you have some kind of income. And I believe you can give it to me.
This thing. A perfect week is $85 away. Please and thank you. I love you guys.
Oh my God, I can taste it.
You please and thanked us.
It's so close.
Please and thank you.
And by the way, I don't think I've forgotten. That $40 for Nick Fuentes is still hanging over us. I don't think we've hit that yet.
That's it. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. All the links are in the chat.
I like when he goes into marriage counseling voice. Everything's going to be great.
It's gonna be, and then it kind of comes down and he's like, StreamYard, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chat, Rumble. You know, come on, guys. What do you say? You know the deal.
The subtle ways he gets you. Shock the World is next.
Oh, man. This is confusing even for me. We have nothing to hit, but wouldn't it be shocking if we hit something? Nothing is happening, to be clear, but wouldn't it be shocking if that nothing happened? Huh? Like, nothing's happening right now. We're not doing anything. But imagine if that nothing became something. Let's find out.
All right.
He sounds defeated.
Power of positivity. That's what I'm leaning on. I'm tempted. Don't get me wrong. I'm tempted. But God, man, 85. Hey, we got this, baby. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Help out.
He inspired himself. He was so positive that it inspired him. Even he can fall victim to his own seduction sometimes.
I think I got to hear that again.
Yeah, let's hear it again. Because you hear, by the way, it's very slight, like it wasn't even meant to be in the clip, but you kind of hear that first sound he makes where he's like, all right. Like he's down. And then he, through his own motivational prowess, inspires himself. Even Tony Robbins wouldn't be able to pull this off. It really is tremendous.
No, I think there's some sort of performance-enhancing drugs going on there. The way he jerked up.
It's a little like he's injected with something. Yeah. Like a cartoon. His hat spun around and his eyes bulged out.
It's just, he's on some sort of time release pill and it just hit. It just hit.
I'm tempted. Don't get me wrong. I'm tempted. But God, man, 80.
Oh, go back a little further. Go back a little further.
He's a little defeated right there.
Yeah.
Power of positivity. That's what I'm leaning on. I'm tempted. Don't get me wrong. I'm tempted. But God, man, 85. Hey, we got this, baby. PayPal, Venmo,
There he
Super Chats,
is!
Rumble Rants.
There's
Help
our
out.
guy.
Help out a little bit. We got less than a half hour.
Oh, and it's gone. And 2 seconds later, it's like, hey, just help out a little bit. You know?
Ooh, that was a rush. All right. Anyways, give me your fucking money.
That was a peak. Oh my.
Left. It's $85 away from a perfect week for the toe.
Yep.
I don't want it to end this way. Even if
Perfect
we hit,
in
I
what
don't
way?
want it
'Cause
to.
There's no goal. How are we perfect? And what is $85 represents a perfect week? But we're not hitting anything after that $85. It's still a little confusing. But I'm with you, baby. I'm trying to stay I don't want to drag everyone down. I don't want to harsh everyone's buzz that we're feeling. So I'm not going to ask questions like that.
It is he has set this up perfectly because the goal this is quantum. He has put the goal in quantum territory where the goal both exists and it doesn't exist. It's like the double split experiment. And if go ahead.
I was just going to say, and just to be clear, this is all the 3 hours that I skipped. There's no way this was happening, right? He definitely doesn't mention the goal. It's just the last hour that he really gets into this positivity stuff.
No, he does it the whole show.
What were you saying, though?
But so he has put this now where it's like a quantum entanglement where the goal, if we don't hit the goal today, it never existed. But if we do hit the goal today, then all of a sudden it materializes out of the quantum realm into real matter. He is really.
Wait, did you say goal? There is no goal.
Not yet. Not yet. That's the genius of this. It doesn't exist in 3D.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I knew it
quantum
didn't
realm.
exist. But you're saying it could exist, but I don't live in that world yet.
Yeah, it's like the dead cat in the box. Does the goal exist or not? We don't know.
Oh, good. I'll keep this box closed. I don't want my cat to die. That's good.
Yes.
To end, a big smile, power of positivity. Let's go, baby. I want you to do that. I want to show the world that we don't have to beg for it. All right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's show them.
Let's keep doing a show. And by 10, let's just get it done.
And to be
now.
clear, again, this is not him begging for it. This is him being positive about the goal that we're not mentioning. It's not begging. Did someone say it was begging? Look through the chat. Comb the chat. Did someone say this was begging? Kick him out. Because this is begging. We're not begging. We're just being positive about you guys giving us money that will result in a number that's not a goal. You see? It's very easy.
So we don't stress. I'll do the Nick Fuentes thing, all right? Fine.
Yay.
Here you go. I'll do the Nick Fuentes thing.
Well, hold on. No, hold on a second. I was pooling together. I got with my teammate, and we were working on raising $40 to pay for that Nick Fuentes thing. Are you saying my efforts have been dashed? There's no reason for them? So Aaron has just given up on the Nick Fuentes thing. No one gave him $40 for that, apparently. That's crazy. No one thought Aaron going, boy, that Nick Fuentes is a kook, huh? No one thought that was worth $40. That's surprising.
That was a John Kukoc type of contract there for that. Well, that is a deep cut.
Because nothing else seems to be working. Although it's great. You guys have done awesome. Let's go.
Isn't it Tony Kukoc? Who's John Kukoc?
No, John Kukoc. He was this guy that was signed back in the 80s to the Atlanta Hawks that they paid like $100 million for at the time, and everyone's like, well, it was the first. They call it the first ridiculous contract in sports.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
Nerding out on you.
Just stuck in my head.
Here we
I'm
go.
sorry.
So here's Nick Fuentes. It's called Dear Black People. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. That sounds like $40 worth of fun. All right, I guess.
I Venmo you the 20, Mike. We're a team on this.
Oh, well, you know what's good? I can give to the goal now. So even if he doesn't hit the goal, I could give to it today, and we can still wipe out the goal. That's kind of nice.
Technically, every dollar you pay today is paying for a goal that was done back in 23. So,
And
we're
more
way
importantly,
behind.
there is no goal. So
No.
that's even better, quite frankly.
Keep smiling.
Okay.
Easy Money's wife with $9.99. Thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, that puts us $75 away from today. Please. Thank you.
I like the way his mind, we're $75 away from today.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not today yet. Yeah. But in $75, time is literally money with Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
In $75, it'll be today. That's exciting.
I think technically that loud please counts as begging. Like definition.
No,
a plea is a beg. Yes.
No. Stop it. There's no begging today, and what would we even be begging for? Because there's no goal.
Let's just listen to this, please, and let me.
$75 away from today, please. Thank
No, that's not begging. That's silly. That's positivity. He's just putting positivity in the world. That's all.
Thank you so very much. Let's knock out this goal with positivity and show that we don't need to beg to knock
Here's a little
this
positivity for you.
He's gone down this whole positive route before. This is a funny route he goes down.
20 minutes left.
It might be. It's hard to decide, but it might be my favorite route because it's so clear. Like I can't imagine who this works on. I guess it's possibly a strategy he's used in relationships in real life in his life, but I don't know who it works on because it's so obvious what he's doing.
It's like when you're riding a bike and you do a wheelie. He's doing a wheelie, right? You can only hold this for so long. You're going to come crashing down back.
Right.
Left $75 away. Be as generous as you feel like being. I hope that you guys appreciate this attitude more than the one we've had so far this week because it feels better for me.
Usually
Thanks,
I'm a real
guys.
grouch when I'm asking you for money.
Did someone talk to him? Like, you're a real shithead early this week, Eric.
But this goes in cycles where like once a month he'll do this positive bullshit, it seems like. And he's like, I really hope my tone right now makes you give me money because sometimes I get meaner and you don't want me to ask for money mean, do you? It's like, I don't care how you ask for the money. You're still asking for. I mean, of course, he's not begging. He's asking politely for some money for nothing. He's offering you no service and saying, would you like to give me some money for that? That's not begging. And there's no goal, so what would he be begging for?
This all makes no sense.
Keep throwing at it. It'll be gone in no time with a few more like that. Thank you, Easy Money's wife.
Remember when he was like, hey, cosmically we deserve a goal, but who cares? Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when he was like, who cares if I hit the goal? Now he's like, pretty please, I'm a good boy. I cleaned up all my toys. Please give me the goal, please.
As it gets closer, he feels the need. It's like, oh, I'm so close.
Yeah, guys, remember before when I said it doesn't really matter if we hit the goal? I was kind of fibbing about that. Come on.
I'm almost there, guys. Come on. Let me finish. Just need to finish.
Personal.
So close, Mike. We're so close.
All right. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Easy Money's wife gifting a membership.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
She's coming up big.
I hope a few more of you decide to be that generous because we
come on,
really are
guys.
very close.
Hold on. Is it really generous? If you're like, I hope more people do that, then isn't it kind of not generosity and more like mandatory?
It's an asshole move. He's like, oh, thanks for that thing you did. Everyone do that. Well, you didn't really.
Generosity loses its luster if everyone does it.
True.
You know?
Yeah. This is a mandatory thing that we all have to do. And,
yeah, it's like going to someone that pays their taxes and was like, why can't everyone be so generous?
Yeah, you know this fun thing this lady should do? You should all make it not fun and do it as a system.
Yeah.
Ruin it all.
$70 away from today's goal and a perfect week. And come on, guys. Just a few. I appreciate it.
No, this
so much.
This is not begging at all. This
Not
is
begging,
like
no.
for our benefit. This is like, do you guys want to taste the goal? And I don't know about you, but I'm like, fuck yeah, Aaron, let's do it. Let's goal together, brother. I know there's no goal today, but I'm willing to break that because Aaron's being so positive.
Big smile on my face. No begging. Just letting you know what the goal is. Throw in a few bucks. Make it look good.
How does he put no begging and then a second later?
And letting us know what the goal is. I remember earlier when he's like, the goal's whatever, man. The goal, it's not even really there. Like, do I deserve it? Yeah, but like, don't worry about it today. And now he's sticking with that. He's like, I'm just telling you if there was a goal, like what it would be. So like, if you want to give me, I don't know, like $75 would be a good number, for example.
Mm-hmm. That works.
It's nice to give a guideline.
Yeah, but after he gives that, I'm done with you. Now I want everyone to look at this man and do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I don't want to do what I've done the first 3 days of this week because it really doesn't make me feel good or feel like I have a real show. So 70's all we need. Let's do the 70. Thank you so much.
How can you be the greatest ever and I don't have a real show in the same sentence?
He's the greatest ever. No one does it better than me. I'd like to feel like I have a real show by you giving me money.
Ow.
And I got to tell you something. Before, you know what's crazy? Like, we talked about Alex Cooper earlier. She got like 60 million or 100, whatever the fuck it was, 100 million something from SiriusXM. She actually did a show before that. It's crazy, right?
It is. I just
they didn't just get. They didn't go. Eeny, meeny, miny. Alex Cooper, you come up here.
No.
$100 million. What do you say? Come on. She actually did a show, and then someone deemed it worth money. So I would say to Aaron, do the show first, and then maybe the money will come. You don't get to ask for the money. I'm just trying to stay positive here. You don't get to ask for the money first, money up front, and I'll do a show. Joe Rogan in 2009 didn't say, I'll start a show, but Spotify, $400 million. Come on, pony up. What do you say? No, you have to prove the show is good, and then you get to feel like you have a show once you've done a good job.
Mike, it's all about positivity. It's all about doing this thing together in a connected way. Can I read you real quick the chat that's on the screen on Aaron's?
Please.
It says, you haven't called a sommelier, and it spells out the full N-word, Aaron. Community, we're doing this happiness. We're doing this the right way. I just noticed it. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh,
on
good.
Your channel. Yeah, so I blocked it. It's
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
This is how we do it. This is how we do
Yes.
it. Nicely.
So much.
Positivity.
Keep it going, guys. Please. Don't let the flame burn out. Atomic Ray with $1 says, you haven't called a Somali in N, Aaron? No.
Yeah, that's true. No, I haven't.
He had it up the whole time.
Positive guy. What a sweet guy.
Brighten my day is the next one.
Hey, listen. If you guys have been listening long enough, you know I can get down in the dumps. Your old buddy Mikey can feel a little gloomy once in a while. How about a little pep in my step? What do you say? Where can I turn for something like that? Maybe Aaron knows.
All right, I'm going to keep going with this because it is entertaining. But guys, $70. Hey, $70 away, 15 minutes left.
Hey,
you have no
that's
idea
nothing.
how
Come
much
on.
it means to me to get down to zero every day. It brightens my day. It makes me feel better. And I want to do it without getting angry or anything like that. So let's spend like that $70.
Hold on. I want to do it without getting angry. He's threatening them now. This is the positive guy, by the way. And remember when he's like, goal is what it is, brother. We hit it. We go over it. We don't hit it. Do I deserve it? Of course, obviously. But, I don't care if we hit it. And now he's like, come on. You don't want me to get angry, do you? You won't like me when I'm angry.
I swear to God, this is the beggiest he's ever been. Don't say I'm not going to beg.
No, he's not begging. He's not begging. This is the power of positivity, baby. This is not begging.
This is worse than Begging Monster, this stuff.
No, ridiculous.
And call it a win for the toe. Wally World gifting $5.
Yes!
Thank you so much, Wally World.
We want the gold, sucker.
See, Aaron? Positivity works.
Another N-word. God damn you.
Oh, God.
That puts us 45 away. Guys, just a couple more of those, and it's over. A couple more. Chips and Diff, you got a membership. Pass it along. Nonce Wave, you got a membership.
Pass it along. Can I, if I can note something? You get a free membership. That's kind of a nice little thing. Someone gave you a free membership. If I now have to pay for someone else's membership, it's not really a free membership, is it?
No, it loses all its luster when I'm paying.
Hey, you just got a free membership. Why don't you pay the exact same amount that you would have for a membership and give someone else a membership? What do you say? And then as long as I get money, it doesn't really matter what was free to you. The result is that I get a bunch of money from people. That's what's positive about this.
Yeah, that pay it forward works back in the McDonald's drive-through line because you may have gotten 2 things, and the person behind you is only getting one. They're paying for yours. That's nice.
And maybe this says a lot about me. It says more about me than it does Aaron, certainly. I've listened to a ton of podcasts. I've never once thought, God, I'm enjoying this episode. How do I brighten the host's day? Nor should you think that of me, by the way. Like, if you're listening to this program, you should not be thinking, God, how do I brighten Mike's day? Like, if you like the show and you want to subscribe to Patreon, thank you so much. I do love you. I'm learning from Aaron. I'll try to be positive about that. Thank you. That's very kind of you. If it doesn't do anything for you, that's also fine. Your job is not to brighten my day. Unlike Steel Toe fans, apparently. He's like, hey, but it would brighten my day. Why don't you want to do that for me? Don't you like when I'm smiling?
His fans are his preschool, like the teacher.
Yes.
They keep him entertained for the day.
Yeah.
Pass it along. We keep doing that. We can do it, guys. That is awesome. I'm touched. Thank you so much. $45 from doing it. Do you have a 20 you could throw at the toe? Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo.
That's not begging. He's still not begging.
No. I mean, he is wearing a Santa suit and
well
has a bell.
Played, Aaron.
Oh no! Oh no! I've seen less begging at Salvation Army. I mean, this guy is—that's all he does.
You're right. You're right. It's like one of those people outside ringing the bell. And I'm not begging. Like, I don't even care if you give me this money.
No, the bell is not a beg. It's just an alert to let you know that you can drop a 20 in this hole.
I just want to get your attention to look at a sign that says, give me money. But
more notification than begging.
For chats and Rumble rants. Holy shit, Wally World. Thank you so much. That also puts us 78 gifted memberships.
Whoa.
No, 77.
Oh, my God.
Because we had the Easy Money's wife one before that. 77 gifted memberships away from 400. $45 away from the goal. So close. Thank you, guys.
Hold on. Let me get my abacus out. So 77, 477. He's killing it. My abacus says he's killing it.
Imagine if I just sat here, like this is the show. I'm like, hey, we got 1,200 patrons. I sit there for a while. And I'm like, 1,201? And I'm just staring at that number.
Hold on, let me plug that into the formula I have on the screen. Oh, no, we're down $5. People, rally.
A little teamwork. 1,203. Look at that.
By the way, congratulations, 1,200 Patreon subscribers.
Hey, get that number up because it would brighten my day, quite frankly. Don't you want me to smile? Huh?
This man doesn't have an adjustable rate to his mortgage. Get on that, people.
That's true.
At least I'm assuming you don't. Most people don't nowadays.
Guys, so much. Let's beat it with positivity. Call it a win for the toe, and we'll get a perfect week and end what was a really kind of a tough week, but we'll end it on a smiling note. Thank you so much.
That's what I need in my day. That's what I need in my week.
Listen to him talk. Like, you would see this type of talk in like a schmaltzy, made-for-TV cancer movie. Where it's like the motivating character, like the good guy's like, and it's you've gone through some tough stuff, but you're gonna end the week smiling. Like that's how just a schmaltz ball would look at like dealing with cancer, like real struggles. And Aaron's like, God, remember yesterday when you guys gave me money and how tough that was? And remember Tuesday when you gave me money? Oh my, we limped to the finish line then of you giving me money. But imagine today, we could end the week with me smiling. And by the way, like the way he uses time as if like it's important. Most of our weeks are not ending on Thursday. Like most regular workers are not like, all right, Thursday, quitting time. Finally the end of the week. I'd like to end my week smiling. Somebody give some money there. What do you say?
My grandfather was just murdered in a drive-by, but those are my problems. Mike.
Those are Monday struggles. That's Monday. Those are the Monday blues. This is Thursday, the end of the week.
Let's continue with this Nick Fuentes thing. I really hope you guys come up with that last 45. That would just mean a whole bunch.
By the way, I didn't even recognize the irony of a man going, guys, it's all about being positive. We're going to get back to Nick Fuentes calling black people animals. And let's all just keep a smile on our faces.
Guys, let's be as positive as possible as we watch Nick Fuentes call Candace Owens a troglodyte. Here we go. We deserve this is the next one.
Oh, boy. Are we getting a little treat here? We've been so good all week.
Ever. Thank you for the $1. $45 away from today. 10 minutes left in today's show. This has been a good week, and you guys are really awesome. And I believe in you. I think you're a great audience. You have kept this show going so long.
I believe in you. Now, I believe in you. Here's what it implies. It says a lot. First of all, it means that Aaron thinks we're capable of giving him money, which, boy, that's big of him.
Mm-hmm.
But it also kind of implies, like, I believe in you, sort of implies that, like, a few times we tried the transaction. Like, I went to YouTube, I put in my wrong credit card number. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to work this darn fangled thing. But Aaron believes in me. So I'm going to go, you know what? I was thinking about quitting. Aaron's belief in me has inspired me to keep trying. I believe in you. Oh, thanks, man.
If you know how to order from Amazon, I believe in you people. Now get on that phone.
I believe in you. What does that mean?
They're Christ-like figures to him, Mike. He believes in them.
I think you've got that 45 in the next 10 minutes. I think you've got my back. I think you've got me. As much shit as we give each other, as much taunting and
He's having a conversation they are not having.
But this is a man who was said to Adam Bush, said to a very real Adam Bush, I don't even know you, motherfucker. Never talked to you. And now he's like, hey, gang, we razz each other.
Mm-hmm.
Pants Maestro, Gray Duckling, the whole gang. We break each other's balls, but at the end of the day, we're brothers. What do you say? Give me some money. I'll never give you money. Has there ever been like, let me give you guys a few bucks? What do you say?
No. That would be negative.
What do you say, gang? We're brothers in this. What do you say? I hand out a few dollars.
Teasing as we do.
He shares women he marries money, not Mike.
Teasing. Go back. I gotta hear that again. Okay. We tease each other.
We're goofy with each other.
I think you're a great audience. You have kept this show going so long. I think you've got that 45 in the next 10 minutes. I think you've got my back. I think you've got me. As much shit as we give each other, as much taunting and teasing as we do, I really think you guys do have this last 45. I'm not even sweat.
I believe a collection of adults, whether it's 100 or 1,000, I believe the collection of adults watching Aaron's show, this is big of me to say, I believe they could pool together $45.
Probably.
I believe this group of grown men, I assume with jobs, I believe they could muster up $40 together. I know that's thinking very high of these men that I don't know, but I believe in them, and that's big of me.
He has set up the emotion that you feel if you don't as disappointment.
Yeah.
Like, I believe and trust in you. Oh, well, you didn't do it. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed in you guys.
Yeah. And now that we've realized, I mentioned how I believe in them, and I'm not going to pat myself on the back for that. But you guys should feel free to reward me for that belief. Don't forget. Come on. What do you say? Throw in a few bucks. Don't wait for someone else to do it. Find a buddy. And with a little teamwork, throw me some money. Reward me for believing in you people.
You nailed it one time when you said the interview is not Aaron. The interview is someone who really is an Aaron fan. Who wholeheartedly yes, Aaron, I like making your day better. Oh, let's get to the goal.
Yes,
I want to talk to that person.
I want to interview the person. Put the word out there, folks. Go in Steel Toast chat and say, I'd love to interview this person. I want to interview the person that looks for, is like, oh, shit, we're $30 away from the goal. We got to hit it. Here's $30. I actually want to talk to that person because I'm fascinated by that mentality. Now, I'm not going to convince them to stop giving. I'm genuinely curious about it.
The odds that you would get a genuine person over a troll are like 0.
That's what it would have to be a guy's like, oh, I just fuck with him. I don't know.
Yeah. Because if you actually thought that and then got grilled by another person, you would fold immediately. Oh yeah, no, I don't.
If I get someone, they would be about as genuine as I am during this segment, where they're like,
yes.
Oh, I just really love when Aaron's happy. It does a lot for me.
What if we promise them that we'll help finish whatever that goal is that day? So we'll help you.
Yes.
With your Aaron thing.
Yes,
yeah?
absolutely.
Then you could be seen as a hero to Aaron.
I'll do it retroactively. like the next day.
Oh, don't
because
say
that
that.
Still fits. But
Aaron's gonna file a lawsuit, and you'll owe all the money if you do it retroactively. All right,
in these last 10 minutes. So you guys decide amongst each other who's going to be the one to throw in 5, 10, 20, 45, 50, 60. Who gives a shit? Who's going to be the part of the group? Part of the group. I think we should do this as a group. That knocks out this last 45.
That way the shame is shared.
Now that would suggest at time this one we should do as a group. At times I will select one of you at random and say you owe me the $45. But this time I'm asking the whole group to give me money.
This is how he likes to get money and how he likes to have sex with his wife. The whole group, everyone in the group get involved.
I must have missed these episodes where he's like, all right, today we're going to spin the wheel and okay, Gray Duckling owes me the whole $300. Today it's not a group effort. It's just one of you.
You're giving him ideas. He is absolutely going to think of that idea. Because then he
Aaron, carte blanche, it's yours.
Imagine him with this focused guilt pressure just on one person for 3 hours. They might break him.
That is he should do that. Where he's just motivating one guy.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, come on, Walter. It's up to you.
Just to MSO, come on. Just to set an example for all the others forever.
Oh, MSO would dream of the day. You don't want to give him that opportunity.
5 and calls it a win. I would love that, guys. If it's 5 memberships, it's 5 memberships. If it's 10 memberships, it's 10 memberships. If it's
love
Venmo,
this fantasy game.
If it's
Wait,
PayPal,
what does that mean? If it's 5 memberships, it's 5 memberships. I'll also accept more.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, if it's 5 memberships worth of donations, I'll accept that. If it's double, by God, I'll accept that too.
You know, suggested retail place is suggested. You can always pay more.
You know what? I've been thinking about this. I'm actually willing to accept more money.
With the team, we had a meeting.
Boy, that's big of you, Aaron. Thanks. I was worried I had too much money to give you, but now I know it's boundless.
We 2 words, no refunds. Whatever.
I mean, there's a rule against less money. You can't give less money, but you can certainly give more money.
Yeah, we're not The Price is Right. You can go over.
Yeah.
if it's any of that, holy shit, guys, I appreciate it so much. By the way, Wally World just went into the cuck chair. He's at $90 for the week.
Hold on, I want to explain this again. I know we talked about it in a previous episode. The cuck chair is, well, that's where Aaron places bad boys that have given him the 5th most amount of money that week. So if you're 6th or lower, you're not a cuck. If you're 4th or higher, not a cuck. If you've given him the 5th most amount of money that week, you're a dirty little cuckold. Why 5th and why that? I have no idea, but them's the rules, baby. I don't make them, I just enforce them.
He just has a different shaped medal stand than the rest of us. He's like, yep, nope, 4 people on my medal stand. Because, 4 people in the hot tub. That's how that works, right?
You're in the cuck chair.
Very much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, he's looking at the cuck chair as the guy sitting outside of the hot tub watching all 4 of them in the hot tub. That's the cuck chair.
Psychologically, it's very interesting that he's chose 5th.
That's fucking hilarious.
It's very interesting psychologically. But.
Just keep throwing in those contributions. We're going to do it with kindness today. Yeah. We're going to smile. Because if I'm going to go down like, man, I'm going to go down with a smile on my face. And I don't think you guys...
We're going to do it with kindness. Now, sit in that cuck chair, you bitch. Number 5.
I've never heard that. If I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down with I've heard go down swinging. I've never heard I'm going to go down smiling. Like, that's the real mark of a true soldier, is if their body has a smile smeared on their face.
You've never heard that, but Nick Rekieta heard that all the time.
I guess so. I'm going
guys,
down
let
with a
me
smile.
do that. I really don't. I have, call it whatever you want. It's a fucking belief that I have that you guys are going to reward this, and we're going to get a win today. And it's going to be a perfect day for the toe. And that way, even if we don't and I fail.
So in Aaron's world, hold on, reward. I'm trying to understand rewarding. And there's no goal, by the way. Again, I should emphasize. We're talking a lot about the goal, but there isn't one. Reward this. So, if I just see a show where a guy is like, hey, gang, I really love all you. You guys are great. I should be like, oh, how do I send this guy? Where are the links? How do I send him money of mine? Reward this. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Mike, he has faith in us. Doesn't that give you some sort of hope for yourself that you can fulfill what's going on
really
here?
Does.
And if you don't,
yeah,
you've shamed your family name.
Yeah.
He set this up. So funny.
Yeah,
Debase myself to do it. I like that. So, guys, rally up. I'm still.
This is
not
not
at the
debasing
point-
himself, by the way. He's not debasing himself here. He doesn't want to have to do that.
No, the giant volcanoes sit on my head and then begging for money for 3 hours. I'm not debased.
Can you imagine if he had to debase himself for this? If he had to humiliate? If he had to really, really embarrass himself? Can you imagine if he was doing something fucking humiliating that people like pointed at and mocked? Oh, that would suck.
Point, like, I still don't have a good enough show where I can just not talk about it. And that kind of sucks. But, like, I got to earn that. I got to get to that point. And
yeah,
I really hope that you guys in the next
Oh,
couple
so
minutes
this is
here-
not begging. This is talking about the goal. I knew he would explain it eventually. This is just talking about the goal. He's not begging for the goal. He's just talking. He's like, hey, you see, there's a goal over there. I don't know. Maybe you guys want to go. Maybe you guys want to go take a look at it. Oh no, I'm not going anywhere near it. But right over there is a goal. Should you look at it? No, I mean, I don't know. It looks pretty cool to me. I don't know. Maybe you want. No, I'm not. No. Stop. I'm not going anywhere near it. I'm saying over there's a goal. I'm not interested in it at all. But I'm saying it is right over there. Like, I don't know if you guys are. It's right there. It's a brilliant strategy.
Don't trip on it.
No.
Trip on
Just
what? The goal.
walk right up to it. It costs a few bucks to use. But no, just go check it out. It's really awesome.
Here as I leave the chat, I hope you feel like doing it, man. I hope you feel like we've earned it today.
Yeah,
I hope I've earned your support to throw in just $5 or $10.
Yeah, dog.
Knock out $45 and call it a win.
It is crazy. I mean, you can look how long we're spending on this. I think you can get why I fast forwarded 3 hours. Imagine if I pulled every clip of him doing this. Like, we'd be here all day.
But doing nothing because they're.
But he's not talking about the goal, of course. Yeah, he's not mentioning it or begging or anything.
It's like a long Seinfeld, just a show about nothing today.
Mm-hmm.
Really feel like we deserve it today. They're making synthetic blood now.
I love this.
That's always a great transition. They're making synthetic blood now.
That's what you're getting, people. That's what you're paying for.
That's a $40 topic right there.
Oh, absolutely. Last one here. Mike, we did it with kindness.
Oh, my God. No. Don't tell me. We're not about to. No, because there was no goal. Are we about to just reach utter serenity? Are we about to cross over to the other side and find out what exists beyond nothing? Let's do it.
Mike, we're about to come with no penis. This is going to be
my
an amazing
God.
feeling. It's going to be an amazing release.
Easy Money's wife with $20. Thank
She's
you.
been a real hero today. A shout out to you, Go Girl. She has really done something.
I mean, Easy Money is going to have some questions.
So much.
We coming for you, nigga.
And $5 from Bobby Joe Brown. Guys, $25 away.
Oh my God.
$25
We're so
away
close.
from
I
knocking
believe
it
in
out.
us. We can do it, guys. Let's go.
What could he be saving for that this $25 is the linchpin for the surgery or something?
That's great. What precious gold is he working towards that he needs this $25 so badly?
It's like a Brewster's Millions. You have to buy a full Bitcoin at once or you don't get it. It's like,
Yes.
damn it, I need 25.
It out. Holy shit. Thank you so much. Finish it up. Five
Seems
more
really
gifted
genuine.
memberships on Rumble in the next 5 minutes, and we've got ourselves a win with positivity.
Yep.
We've got it without begging.
I think
We've
we're gonna
got
do
it
it.
without yelling and screaming. Come on, guys. I'm
go.
so happy that you've done this today.
We're going to do this. We got this.
$25 away. Gift those memberships.
Come on.
Keep it coming. It's the final goal of the week, and goddamn if you guys haven't knocked it out so nice.
Don't wait for someone else to do it.
$25 left to go. Who wants to be the one to help do it? Why not? Yeah, no, Max Kep, I'm sure they have.
Be the ones we've been waiting for. Come on.
Of like
It
that
is a great sales pitch of Steel Toe is, well, why not? You know?
Yeah.
You got money. Why not just give it to me? Why not make your money my money? Well, why not? See, I guess I never thought of it that way. That's true.
It does just sit in your wallet. It's not doing anything in there.
Yeah.
It's not active.
Yeah. If you're, are you spending it right now? No. Then why not?
Technically, it's losing money while it's in your wallet. I'm saving you money from taking it.
That's true. You want to lose money? Keep it in a bank account. That's what I say.
Digit IQ drama shit works really well. I don't want to do that. I'm willing to I could get those super chats too. I could be the king of the drama podcasters. I've got more talent in my little finger than all of them.
Oh, well, hold
I
on.
want to take.
Hold on.
This is where I don't like this, man. I don't like
So he could. He could do a show people want to watch. I'm not going to bog you down with that. I'm going to sit here for, I don't know, a quarter of my show and go, come on, give me money. Give me money. Come on, give me. Please. Please give me money. Please. Come on, give me money. That's so much better than one of those dumb drama podcasts that people are interested in.
To do that. I'm willing to
By the way, I'm assuming I'm lumped into that. I'm assuming I'm one of the people he's talking about, like,
you
drama
better be.
podcast.
You better.
Is this drama I'm talking about?
It is. It's very. I'm excited to know if we make this non-goal or not.
That's true. That's a good. You know what? I'm silly. I didn't think of it that way. This is obviously ripe with drama. You're right.
This will affect the rest of my day. We may Electra. We may cancel all the shows. I may need some time to think.
Well, make sure you go to HackRideStudios.com and check if they canceled them or not.
Tens of people will be without things to watch today.
I could be the king of the drama podcasters. I've got more talent in my little finger than all of them. But I want to take the hard road because it makes me happier. You know? I don't know.
It's so much more difficult to talk about. Listen, I do dumb stuff. Like, I talk about what Kim CONGDON said about Hannah Berner. We could put a lot more effort into the show and talk about what The View said about Donald Trump. That would be so much harder work. But what can I tell you? I'm a lazy fuck. What do you want from me? You know?
Hard road because it makes me happier. You know?
That is psychological right there. The hard road makes me happier.
He takes the road less traveled.
I don't know. I just it makes me happier to do a real show. That's all. Yeah. So no disrespect or anything.
Here's what I always say this about Carl, particularly doing a show with him. I'm like, the guy doesn't put anything into this. There's no work that goes. That's always been my one thing about him. Is he's never there's no production that he sticks to very stringently. There's never work that goes into it. He doesn't find a whole bunch of clips from a bunch of different sources. I wish there was more work involved. It's just very lazy. That's what I notice most when I watch his programs.
Nice. Now that you said that, I can skip future rehearsals because my God, those things get awesome.
Yeah, no, it's lazy. The scripts that he writes for all of us.
I could teach them all how to do that drama shit, but it's corrosive to your soul.
Yeah.
Doggo doesn't die with
Or
$20.
More that, like, you could teach us how to do it, but, like, you kind of tried and failed and nobody liked you. And in fact, Carl kind of did you a favor because for years they were like, you got to cover this steel-toed guy. And he was like, nah, I'm kind of friends with him. Mm-hmm. Was it that everyone thought you should be crucified for how bad you are at this? And Carl was like, I kind of like the guy, so I'm not going to bother.
Poor Carl held onto that rope as long as possible, looked around and saw no one. He's like, what am I? How high am I? Oh, my God, I'm a mile up. No,
Aaron did. I only found Aaron because he was talking about Stuttering John and Chad Zuma. I don't even get what he's talking about here. And then everyone was like, I don't like you. They made a subreddit called the Steel Toe Boring Show. And he was like, well, I better get the fuck out of here. It seems like too hot in this kitchen.
Right, Mike, we need to do a real show. And by that, I mean, I will start cutting Fox News clips and we'll just watch those.
It would be like if I was constantly trying to get into the Austin comedy scene. And then they were like, all right, Mike, come on in. And I failed at it. And I was like, man, those guys are lazy. It's just One thing about them, lazy fucks. That's what I'll tell you.
They don't even know how to set a comedy room up right.
It's stupid. I don't even like any of them, actually.
This is like a little room you go in before you go on the stage. I mean, what is that even for? Do I need peace and quiet?
No, not for me. Never was.
Dollars says you can't fail, Maestro. Fuck a swear jar. Shout out Silverwolf. Thank you for the $20.
We want the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
Guess what? We're just
I tried to hit the N-word.
$5 away from today's goal after Zen Man gifted a membership. Holy shit, you guys. One more gifted membership away.
Come on!
$5
We can
away
do
from
this.
today's goal. Thank you so much. 3 minutes.
You want to actually do a team together thing, guys? Get him $5 away every time, and then just hang in there. That is the team effort.
I think it would have to be. I don't think he's so crazy that he would obsess over that $5. He would for a few days, but eventually he'd be like, all right, the goal's $5 less now.
Yeah, we have some adjustments.
Minutes to go. Holy shit, man. Let's do it. Let's go. Nomo says you take the road less traveled. I do. And man, I'm
really
so
does.
happy that we do. $10
Seems
from
like a happy
Anthony. That's it. No begging, no anger,
No begging.
positivity, and it's been rewarding.
There was no begging that whole time. That was so nice to be beg free.
It's an hour of begging. I counted.
No. There was no begging.
Guys gave us a win today.
But I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's what I get most excited for.
That's the real show he's talking about, Mike. Just random clips that make no sense.
I'm afraid.
I can do
I've
that.
got some bad news. Oh, that's worth $300.
And now that puts Anthony at $90. He's back in the cuck chair, isn't he?
No.
Oh, Anthony, good for you.
Congratulations, Anthony.
No, he's tied with Wally World at 90.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Treetop arm.
Wait, does that mean they're both fourth or they're both fifth now? Because the cuck chair is only so strong. I'm just saying.
That's an interesting. That's a good point. No, I think they're both tied for fifth, if I'm not mistaken.
No, we're gonna need a cuck love seat or something. We're gonna need a switch.
Medillo says, if this is positive, Aaron, give me negative, Aaron. I don't want to. I like it too much.
Turn
when
my
I'm
back on that
encouraging
guy.
towards you guys. It makes me feel bad. Like today's show is perfect now. We knocked it out before
Yay!
10:30. We covered a lot of
good.
great shit. It was an awesome show.
Today's show is
Thank you, guys.
Perfect.
If
That's
that
the
guy-
word I was. That's the word I was thinking of.
If that guy didn't give $10, the show would be flawed.
Mm-hmm.
But now the show is perfect.
It's like a pearl pulled from a clam that's been hidden for millions of years. It's perfect, unblemished.
I can't imagine knowing how much money these people have given me. Never mind having it, the entire show hinge on it. Like the entire show is based around the amount of money they gave you, and that makes it a good show.
Mike, just to remind you, we did it one time, and both of us needed like a week of sleep.
It was exhausting.
Just to get over it, yes.
Guys, so much. Jim Sharkey says, no begging, forget it. I'm rolling, baby. I'm rolling.
Yo, G Money, what's up, dog?
Hell yeah, bro.
Got that Skrilla.
And we did it. Thank you so much. Guys, it's been an amazing show. I appreciate you so much.
Imagine going through all that. You hit the goal, and then you're like, all right, hitting the bricks.
You guys have a good one. Go get a latte.
All right, thanks for the money, and I'm out of here.
Yeah, there's so much like big thoughts, big world thoughts, and then just have it end with a thud like that. Huh?
Oh, this is so. Imagine what we could do. Imagine what you and I together could do with this money. Oh, you gave it to me? All right, see you later.
This man has not heard of like how concerts end, and the band comes out again and does their best song. You do the best of the last. You don't leave us with the dud.
Let's hear him wrap it up here. This is good for retention, by the way. People stay to the last second.
It is good for retention.
Thank you guys so much. Jim Sharkey says, no begging, forget it. I'm rolling, baby. I'm rolling. And we did
He's
it.
doing an impression
Thank
of me doing an impression of him.
It's very urban, Mike. It's very urban.
So much. Guys, it's been an amazing show. I appreciate you so much. We've got Rumble.
Oh, we got Rumble Friday. You cut that off too soon. We got Rumble Friday coming tomorrow.
I was too excited. We made it. We did it. It was done.
All right, everyone gave me money. I guess I'll get out of here.
That's exactly what it is. It's like, guys, we can do this. We can do this. You did it. Bye.
Just a tremendous jackass.
But
that's me. I'm seething. I've been seething for the last hour. I'm so mad. Ugh. I'm angry at him.
I'm actually lost where we are on these.
Yay, super chats.
There's a few came in here. So let me. Here we go. Oh, we did that one. $2. Did that one. Electra fell asleep, so that's why I'm sort of. Here we are.
That's a ringing endorsement of the program.
No, it's 5 a.m. $5. Oh, we did that one. Okay, so here we are. Strange Land 77, $1.99 towards the goal.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. And there is no goal, of course, but it's important to just give. And with that money, I could do good in the world. Better than you guys would do with it, I think.
Brando with $2. Here's a few blooms so Michael can be a happy boy.
I like being happy. Thank you, Brando. That's very sweet of you. And I believed in you, and you came through.
Brando's a Goonie, apparently. I don't know where you get doubloons other than off the Goonies boat. But Principled Uncertainty, 10 lira. The Toe Boys are heroes. If it wasn't for their wanton stupidity in funding Aaron, we would never have so much fun. Agreed.
They are doing the Lord's work in a way.
And if they're all trolls, that's even better because these guys are just, they don't care about money.
There's got to be there's got to be someone out there that is not. There's got to be someone that enjoys his show. People go to a fucking live event. I'm not saying it's a ton of people, but they must exist.
I need you to start gathering, what would be proof enough for you that they are true fans of the Toe? Because we need evidence. And so, because donation isn't evidence.
I think, unless they're really doing a character, I would be able to tell from talking with them. But
okay, so just an interview, we can get it done.
Yeah.
All right. Chris Primer, $5. If the Toe was really winning, his audience would be growing and he'd be working with other creators on new content. Some things are self-evident.
Well, I don't want to get into statistics with you, but we're hitting all the goals. Fine, less people are watching, but statistically, the show is growing.
Yeah, and other content creators means a bigger pie that I have to split. No, that's all my pie.
Right.
That's sort of how he thinks there. Principled Uncertainty, 5 lira. I'll miss the goal, but thanks for making Sorry, this is spelled weird. I'll miss the goal, but thanks for making dough nonetheless.
There's no goal, but I appreciate you guys giving, and then I can work my way up to the amount that I've chosen in my head, and I'll tell you when we hit that number.
Making do. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's a long show.
I've always suspected you can't read.
My screen is very small. I've read longer than you've been alive, you bastard. Principal Uncertainty, another 5. Your Honor, I am begging... Terrorized by a clubfoot, a regard, and a pedo. Also, a blind man makes fun of my beggy monster. Why are the nurses here? Hey-o.
When you put it that way, it all seems worth it.
Dang Lizard, who you should check out on YouTube, by the way. He's got a great new show I just saw on Kevin Brennan's show.
Is that right?
It. Yeah, it's a Butt Chin. It's Beavis and Butthead, but with Chad and Ray. It's hilarious.
What is his YouTube channel? It's just Dang Lizard?
I think it's Dang Lizard. Yeah, Dang.Lizard. But check it out.
Check him out. He's a good subscriber of this show. I appreciate him. He's helped me hit many goals. So
long time, many time, this man. Yes. He goes, everyone please chip in your part to pay this whore.
Again, do your part. Yeah, Dang Lizard is right. Do your part. But it's like we're not working towards anything. It's just like an amount that I've decided that you all pay me. But it's not like it doesn't have to be a thing, you know?
Our goal is a mortgage. Make sure Mike is housed. That's our goal. Dang Lizard, another 2. Did the goal increase to pay his new co-host, Zit? Hey-o.
I don't know about that.
Mike, it is stunning. You might take a week off, is all I'm saying. Let this clear up. Joe Kane, a gearhead, gifted 1 Blind Mike membership. Thank you so much.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah.
Joey Kane.
Oh, I meant to ask you. Can we do that, what I mentioned last week? Can I just give out memberships like that?
No, you cannot. And I answered in chat, and Craig didn't read it. But you get 10 free a month. You used to be a branded account, and you used to not get them, but now you do. So on the first of every month, you can give 10 away.
Oh, okay. We'll do that. Only the first.
Only the first. It's like, and don't get me started. I've emailed YouTube a bunch of times, like, give us 1,000 to give away.
Okay.
Like, why not?
Next time we randomly happen to be on the first, I'll give away 10 memberships.
Yeah. Or what we can do too is just schedule something, and then use that schedule, go in and give the free ones away, and then cancel it. That's how we do it sometimes too.
Okay.
All right. Chris Primer, $2. The wins are hollow and the losses are crushing.
That's true.
So true.
That's a good way to
So
say it.
It's so true. The non-wins, because it wasn't a game. We didn't play a game today.
Right.
but we
It's
did
not
win.
about wins. It's about the number of smiles, as I always say.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we went out there without a goalie today, so you can't really count it. Although put goals in the net, please.
That's
Thank
right.
you. Principal Uncertainty has gifted 1 Blind Mike membership. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
buddy.
Got a few more here. We're listening here for 5 lira. Thanks for a perfect week. Another victory declared for the visually impaired.
That's right.
And our final one here, Killa for $22 for Blind Mike's contacts, I believe. Yay,
Thank
super
you, buddy.
chat.
Thank you. I've tried.
Super chats.
I'll keep trying. I appreciate that.
And Mike, where
all
can we
right.
find you?
BlindMike.net is where all my links are. So go there, subscribe. We appreciate you guys. Become a member if you like early access and bonus content, or just like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate you guys. And HackRideStudios.com is where you find HackRide. They'll be live right after this. You don't have to do anything. Stay here, and next thing you know, you'll be watching Unboxing Eric. What do you say?
Well, we stopped doing the forward chat thing because it just actually we learned it destroys your average view number, and then YouTube just shelves you. But hey, you live and you learn. But hey,
Sounds
we
like I
have-
should have been thanking OJ.
Probably not. It kind of yeah. But hey, we have the we did a poll at the beginning of the show. Who would
I forgot about
that. Me too. I always forget about these. I told Electra to remind me. She didn't. Who would fill in for the next BMP if Mike takes some time off? Would it be Kragers, David Collins, the guys over at Flop University, or HackRight Studios? Now, this poll is what I expected out of the Twitter poll. And that Twitter poll, that freaked me out a little bit. And the winner said Kragers at 37%. HackRight Studios coming in second at 33, please. Respectable. And then David Collins at 20% and Flop University at 10%. That's what I expected.
What would a Craig, if it was just Craig, what would he do?
The audience has spoken, Mike, and we don't need to ask. We just need to pick a date.
I guess we're going to have to find out.
I can't wait. Pins and needles. Can't wait. Kragers. Yeah, it's just no dead people. That's the rule I would make. You can't talk about dead people. He seems to love that. But
okay. All right. Well, that's it.
All right.
We hit our goal.
Thanks.
See you later.
And we have a meme transition.
Hey, it's Boogie. Sappers through the way, everyone out there.
Now, this is very interesting. Now, really, ladies, if you're listening, and men, and everybody in between. If I tell you you've got a homicide, buddy, you've got a homicide.
I hope to hear from you soon.
I am proud to own the Trumpy Bear, and I will always be proud to be an American.
Put it in the outro. Until then, have yourself a great day, and as always,
There's no cum on my mic.
rock on.
Stop the baloney, huh? What kind of statement is that?
I wrote it.
One of my favorite players to cover when he was here was Mike Vrabel. Tell me Mike Vrabel's story.
Whatever, dude. I keep it cool at the gym.
Piss on it.
Fuck you, Mike. Fuck you, Mike. Fuck you, Mike. All right. Stop! My belly hurts.
My dad was in the military.
Was that, sir?
Can you please kindly F off, please? If a person is on a bridge threatening to jump, how do we know that he wants help?
Okay. I hope nothing bad happened.
Money, 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 money. Fuck, please.
Anyway, God bless America.
Put it in the outro.
Suck it.